The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Hello and welcome to the Dark Roast of Nerdiness, episode 15, End of the Free Internet. It's good to be back. We had to all take a little bit of break. People had things to do. So this is going to be our new schedule moving forward from this Saturday every 2 weeks from this date. Let's go ahead and get the show started. We got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot of craziness. We decided to kind of throw the gloves and the gauntlet off and go in every direction, in any direction. So strap yourselves in, enjoy the ride. I'm going to bring in now my co-host and our guest host, as always. We've got Shark coming in and Walrus. Hello, gentlemen. How are y'all doing today?
Hola, hola, hola.
For those that you're wondering, we are still missing the Magic 8 Ball. Gentleman had to make some scratch, so he hopefully will, once the new job permits him, and congrats to him on getting the new job, will finally be back with us to grace us with his always menacing presence. And I see Entity's already joined us. Hello, sir. Thank you for hopping on in. Yes, we are back and hopefully back to a normal schedule. Those of y'all that look in the descriptions, you'll notice something a little bit new, and it's something new that only I knew about, except for the other people on the panel. We do actually now have a public-facing Discord. So if you click the link on there, you will actually be in there. You just got to do the little welcome, give us a little emoji, say hi. And if you got any ideas for shows, bring them on down there. Got anything you want to share? We're going to continue evolving and changing that one. And then, of course, we also have our own little personal private one that we keep to discuss things. But yeah, feel free to hop on in. We'd love to build like a community slowly as we can. All right, so first thing we're getting into tonight is all of us here in the panel play Star Citizen. Some of us haven't played in a while. And the big shebang change just dropped, which is 4.3 became live to everybody. There is a massive, massive amount of changes going on. So as we're going to discuss it, we're going to have a video playing in the background. At certain points, I'm going to kind of bring up for those of people that are not aware. There's a lot that has changed in. So the biggest thing that they added into 4.3, other than improvements in HDR, improvements in server meshing, improvements in just retooling of ships, physical mechanics. Like you can actually do tricks on ladders now, and ladders work. However, though, we won't get started on crate elevators. Yeah, let's hold a big resource event and tell everybody to use the goddamn elevators, and the elevators are like, fuck you, we're not going to load.
Right.
There was literally queue lines of people that they're like, you're supposed to land at this one place to drop off whatever you're doing for the resource event, right? There's a video out there. I'll find it and we'll have it for next show because it's just fucking hilarious. That is the ships flying in, the ship taking off, and then as he's taking off behind him is literally like 60 fucking ships waiting in line just to land on that one fucking pad to offload their shit because it was the only elevator in the server fucking working.
Wow. I know that. I know I tried to do the resource run. I'd go pick something up from an elevator, and idiots had like landed on top of the building for the elevator. And so the elevator was like, nope, too heavy. Can't do it. Sorry.
Not to mention the fact that it fucking flooded out the fucking murder hobos left and right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Hopefully those of y'all that are aware of like the Star Citizen community, everything, there is a creator that, I've played with quite a few times. Really good dude named Dig. I have reached out to him, hopefully with 4.3 being out for a while now and him being able to make the videos he needs to make and have some free time. Hopefully maybe next show we can get him to hop in for maybe a few minutes, maybe he even said maybe 30 minutes to an hour. We can kind of pick his brain because he's really damn good at video editing, really amazing dude, and he has been playing since it literally was the kickstart. So he is an OG of Star Citizen. But yes, what you're watching right here, right now, is the AXD Onyx facilities. There are over 100 of these that have been randomly positioned around Stanton, and they are all completely underground. So as CIG says, go into the hundreds of underground labs, deep dive into the floors, and discover new armor and weapons, along with there are several new game physics. Like we were talking about when it comes to ladders, character motion. And so far, I have not had a chance to play these. I kind of went on and did a few other things that I had kind of missed out because I didn't really jump into 4.2 much. These things are damn impressive. Like the level of detail, the sheer scope and size, the intelligence of the enemies you encountered. There are several areas once you get into the actual lab sections that you get to see firsthand the physics changes in the game. Because as you just saw right there, that's one of the creatures now you can fight, which is a Valakar.
Well, and honestly, this particular run through we're watching is really not doing this justice. It is way more difficult than what we're seeing right here. Yeah. I have run this several times, and it is way more difficult than this.
Well, this is Ollie 43, and I think when he did this video, it hadn't gone live yet. So there were still tweaks they were making, especially when it came to the AI, the amount of enemies, and the kind of the broader scope of spawn points for the enemies and the creatures. So there's a bunch of badass new armor, a bunch of badass new weapons. We've got a new mission giver named Arkan Malar. Updates to Wickaloo and his rewards and ships. They centralized the Wickaloo rewards, so it's not an RNG thing anymore. You know what you're getting for what you're turning in. Got a few new hairstyles for those of you that always like to flip your do up when something new happens in the game. Got the new Volt sniper and shotgun, which you'll see in the background of this video. Ollie loves using the damn sniper. Apparently everybody loves the sniper. Shotgun, of course, is Yes, Ollie does some amazing fucking ship tours. You are right, Entity. Yeah, that's kind of how I found him, was his breakdowns. Haven't had a chance to game with him. I am on his Discord. It's just him being, on the other side of the pond, the hour differences kind of fuck with that shit. The other amazing thing is also, too, new weather dynamics. They have dynamic snow. So instead of just running around on a planet with, just snow around you, God damn it, I can't say the word. The snow now slides, drifts, falls. It can block your view. It'll create blizzards. It's pretty impressive. I actually got hit with it trying to land in New Babbage. It was like, well, I was in the new ship, the Kruger, and yeah, that doing very too well in high winds. I was kind of getting whipped around. Yeah. Entity, yeah. Ollie is a little obsessed with landing, but I think that's because one of the members in his crew does the Rate the Landing series. If y'all haven't seen that, there's a lot of it on TikTok where this guy literally will just sit his ship on the edge of like Area 18 and rate the people coming in and landing if they're good or, if they're shit or if he watches them splat and blow up. But yeah, that is the newest things in Star Citizen. Stark, if you can, fast forward into the video to where he gets to the gravity well, because that's kind of the coolest part. It's going to be closer to the middle of the end. Right there. That's in the middle of it. All right, so what you're watching is in the final stage of the research lab. You're inside this room where an experiment, as you can see, has gone wrong. Well, the experiment is actually still engaging. So it has literally warped the gravity of the entire room you're in. And if you don't get behind cover as it surges, 2 pulses from it, and basically you're dead. But as where you think you'd fall off, no, watch this. You can jump straight up and flip yourself around and yep.
Oop, and miss.
Or it's like Ollie missed and almost landed right on his ass. But that right in the center is the actual gravity well that they created an artificial gravity well, and it went ape shit on them.
It gives me Portal vibes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's very it is very Portal. But it's cool to see those type of mechanics in the game now. And I mean, then just the sheer level of graphics and details they did for these levels. It's just badass to see something this dark, this ominous, and this fun. I mean, this is really showing where the end game goal is for some of the events that they can host and some of the things that they're going to try to put in and hide. Sure, go ahead and bring up the Kruger. So they did drop a new ship, and it is from Kruger Aeronautics. It is the Wolf, and yes, of course, Wolf had to have a Wolf. I already have one. But it is definitely fast, it is sleek, it is fun, and it is very, very Naboo.
And it has one fault.
Yeah, that ugly goddamn fin.
This thing.
By the way, people found out you can just take a Nova tank and blow the fin off and make it look better. By the way, CIG has already listened to the fans. There is going to be a way in the flight controls to retract it if you don't want it out.
Nice.
I mean, it's like canards, and canards are gay.
Yeah. Well, that's what when they were describing it before they showed that in the video, they were like, and we wanted to go with a very like futuristic spaceship race boat style. And I was like, okay. And then it showed the foil splitter. I'm just like, really, guys? It's in the fucking space. It doesn't need that. It does not need that at all.
But if we take a look at it here, you can see it's very sleek looking.
Yep.
And then right here, you see these guns extended out. And those are 2 size 4 weapons, which for that size ship is heavy firepower.
Yeah, and its max speed is over 1100.
Damn.
It is fast. But it's meant to be because it cannot take a lot of shots. It's a light fighter. It's a true light fighter. You're meant to go and get the fuck out. It's meant to do strafing runs, not head-ons.
Yeah.
But even at that, it is a very powerful ship. It's fun to fly. And I hope they do more ships down the line of that type of cockpit. Because so first of all, scroll up to it, Shark, scroll up a little bit. I want to go kind of point it out. Keep going up. Go up to I think the first one. Yeah. Okay. So when you're looking at the ship on the overhead right here, imagine the nose pointing forward. The left wing, you walk up to that wing, and that's how you get on the ship. A ladder pops down, and you crawl across the top of the ship and hop into the cockpit. And when you sit down in the cockpit, it literally foils up over you, and you literally can look around, and there, other than the engine behind your ass, all the rest of the ship is completely visible around you.
I mean, it's like the F-14, how the Rio gets up on the wing.
Yeah. No, that's what I love about it. It is one of the first ships I've ever flown that you're a dumbass if you wreck and hit anything, because you can literally see the distance you are from everything. There's no part of the ship that could get hit that is not in your field of view unless you're backing up. And that's it. What did Entity put there? I moved my camera and it's kind of like partly in the things. There are a few planes that Canard look good on.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I don't know enough of planes to say for definite that I agree with that or don't disagree with that. Mainly because, like I said, there might be a few that do. Who knows? There are a lot of fucking planes out there, especially ones that never went into full production. So
I don't know. I'm solidly in the camp of Canards are gay.
But that is our quick update for 4.3. Gentlemen, out of what y'all have seen, and Shark, what you've experienced, Shark, we'll start with you, Shark. What have you liked so far about 4.3, and what are you hoping see some improvements?
Improvements, obviously, they're still. I really want bed logging to work properly. It's still.
Actually, on the Corsair and a few of the larger ships, it works perfectly.
Oh, okay.
I found that out. I did find that out. On the big ships that you're really supposed to be using that for, it does work now.
Okay. I mean, overall, there's still some tweaks. Every now and then, whenever they do these updates, there's issues. Right now, if you get into the game, you go to shoot something like the bracers or whatever it is like messed up. That's little shit, but I do like that they're starting to expand out the quests so that there's more PvE. There is still an issue with like if you go in and you're alone, the murder hobos are real right now. I experienced that several times firsthand. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't like that, did you?
In all fair point too, there is parts of where people have been running into labs, especially that it's supposed to, in a sense, create you your own pocket area, and it's not really been working that way.
Well, and I've tried running a couple of different missions where it's you go to one of the big not space stations, but the transport stations, and you're supposed to clear out some guys, and those, yeah, they don't work because the guys are in this one area and you can't get to it no matter what you do.
But they can still shoot you.
No, they can't shoot you, but that's been an issue. And then also there's a lot of quests that'll come up for Mercenary right now where it's just blank.
Yeah, I've been reading about that. So, but the good thing is like, that's one thing, as much as people talk shit about the game, that I gotta like stand up for really solidly about, which is they are very active on those forums and listening to any of the issues that pop up. Now, if they can fix it in a timely time frame, because they do have a lot on their plate, like they are full steam ahead on Squadron 42 getting released next year. That is the end game right now. So a lot of the PU stuff is kind of, we have it on our list, but until this gets done, sorry guys, we already gave you labs and shit you weren't even expecting, so bear with us, which is understandable. The money making it to keep it alive and keep everything going and make the PU what they want, they got to get 42 out, because that's going to draw so many people. Well, they need the money, and 42 is going to draw so many people in. If it's everything they showed and works good, that is easily going to be a hit game, because that is everything that Starfield and a lot of others promised people and failed at.
Yeah.
Or took years later to even achieve close to. So, like, the only one I can think of that has listened to its fans and slowly turned out and keeps turning out and getting better is No Man's Sky. But at its beginning, it was fucking rough. Like, I'm shocked that they were able to survive long enough to fix it as well as they did. Unlike Starfield, which, I even went back and tried Starfield with all the mods and the updates, and even then I was like, fuck this shit. It's like, this is literally Fallout 2 in space. If God damn it, Bethesda, get your shit together. Yeah.
Never.
When the characters still do the whole, I am going to tell dialogue ends. The head turn. Seriously, you've been doing that for the last 20 fucking years with your character development.
Hey, it's trademarked.
Get a new asset, damn it. With that said, we are hopping in. We do have, as always, some amazing breaking news. You skipped ahead.
No, sir. You skipped ahead.
Well, son of a bitch. I'm off my game today. All right, we're doing it in a different order then. All right, we're going to do breaking news. That's my fault. I did. Well, I don't have the Trello up. It's over here, and I forgot to put it on my list.
Shame.
All right, bad monkey, no donut. All right, if you are unaware of it, Super Troopers 3 is already in filming. So they made this announcement when they've already started principal filming. As you can see, they're a little older, but every single person from the OG movie and the second movie is back. Even Brian Cox, even though he just won a bunch of awards for Succession, is back as their captain. So I loved both of them. Yeah, 2 was not as great as first, but first was lightning in a bottle. It's almost impossible to recreate a comedy that damn funny. And that iconic for when it came out. I mean, no bullshit aside, I don't know a single fucking pothead that didn't watch Super Troopers religiously.
You know what? And I'm honestly surprised with the way that Super Troopers is, that cancel culture isn't all over this shit.
It depends how they play it out. Because if you think about it, there was nothing in 2 that cancel culture could have even gone after.
Oh, they'll find a reason.
Well, yeah, I know, but that's because, Smurfs are douches.
Life finds a way.
Hey, it ain't their fault, man. You get that many piercings in your face, it restricts the blood flow to the one little brain cell you had rattling around to begin with.
And they've got to share the brain cell.
Yeah, well,
Right?
the brain cell got mutated to retarded levels by all the blue hair dye. But that is news right there. One of our breaking news. The second breaking news we have, the cast for Spaceballs 2 has been finalized. It is no longer rumors. All right, Shark, you got a picture for a discussion on that one?
Well, I did.
I got the list over here. Oh, so I'm not the only one fucking up tonight.
No, it's I got my cup in the way.
Double shame.
All right.
All
right.
right. I'll get started as you're getting that up. All right. Spaceballs Cast 2 has been posted, and there has been an update on something that turns out to be utter fabrication, sadly. As of right now, who knows? Social media could have changed that. But as for right now, Mel Brooks, of course, other than writing, producing, and directing, is going to be returning his role as President Screw and Yogurt. Bill Pullman is, of course, returning as Lone Star. Finally, after his long hiatus away from Hollywood to take care of his family, Rick Moranis has been signed as Dark Helmet. Daphne Zuniga is returning as Princess Vespa. And our two new additions of one of an unknown character. We have Keke Palmer coming in to play Destiny. We do not know what the Destiny character is or how she entwines in the story yet. You have Josh Gad again, who is not only helping write and co-produce, he is also in it. Again, we don't know what his character is or who he's going to be. In fact, even in IMDb and all the list, it still lists him as cast with a question mark. So we don't know what he's going to do. And then Bill Pullman's own son, Lewis Pullman, is coming in to play him and Princess Vespa's kid, Starburst. Now, as for the rumor mill news, and I'm going to read this directly from where it came from so I don't get it wrong. There are no official reports or news from Mel Brooks or any major Hollywood outlet confirming John Candy's son, Chris Candy, being in Spaceballs 2. While a recent social media post suggests this, the original Hollywood source was reportedly unreliable and posted AI-generated images, making the information false. So what everybody saw, we got duped.
Wah, wah, wah.
But that said, would it spark his son interest in maybe doing it? I don't know. I don't know much about his son. I don't know if his son has ever been in comedy or Hollywood or anything, or if he's even in the industry at all. But I did see an actual real photo of him, not the AI-generated one, and he does look very much like a younger version of his father. So, fingers crossed, maybe not. My theory is that's possibly what Josh Gad's character is going to be, is some relation to Barf. We'll see. But that is our update for our breaking news. Let's see. Now we'll go into where I fucked up. Watching Shark Dance over here.
What? I'm sitting over here and like the music you got going, and I'm just like, hey, it's Seinfeld, man.
Hey, I was jamming up to the intro.
All right, so this is our segment, since this is basically the first time where we've been doing a show in August. Man, that's weird to think that this is the first one for August. Is our roaster of the month. So the roaster of this month that I picked is September Coffee Company. So September Coffee Company is co-owned by Kyle Rosell and his wife, Natasha. Kyle actually got his start as a content creator on YouTube, running the popular YouTube channel and blog called Brew at Home. So he started out like someone like me, a complete coffee nut, never worked in a cafe, just a coffee nut, started reviewing equipment, started reviewing products, started reviewing coffee, fell down the rabbit hole of roasting and has now, I want to say they're about two, maybe 3 years in on their company. They started via Kickstarter, had an amazing Kickstarter, over 500 of his subscribers from YouTube helped pitched in $5 each to help them get this stream started. And yeah, they are producing some really goddamn good coffee. And I got to hand him, he did his research. I mean, the coffee I have right now from him is a thermal shot Castillo from Colombia from Diego Bermudez, which is some of the best coffees I've had in the last year have all come from this one coffee producer in Colombia called El Paraiso Farms, and the head crop grower and mastermind is Diego Bermudez. And he is a mad scientist when it comes to his fermentation and the way he washes the beans. Basically, his whole process produces just incredible fucking coffee. Like, so much so that everybody roaster in the world is trying, when those beans go into the market to be bought, are gone like that. Like, they create a bidding war for these damn things now. Like, I tried to get just a 2-pound bag of his Lady Bermudez, because that's my favorite one. And I was ready to, chunk down, $50 a pound. Nope. I hit F5, and by the time my finger went, kick, all 1,000 pounds. Bye. Yeah. It was like, holy shit.
I mean, somebody bought that whole 1,000 pounds in one shot.
No, I think what it is a lot of like Manhattan, like the people out of Denmark, a lot of the smaller, they're all in a co-op. So they're buying it to split between all their roasteries. But then again, F5, I've never had luck at F5. It could have been, 100 different people that split it up, I just have no fucking luck with F5 shit at all. Did you hit the wrong button on the wrong day without the right person?
I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah. You're ruining it.
Damn, get it together.
Yeah, we cannot let that leak.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So the one I got is the roast called Buttercream. And this is how they describe it. And then I'll tell you how I describe it. It tastes sweet with spices like our favorite desserts. We get cardamom, cinnamon, honey, pistachio, and buttercream frosting. What I got from it is definitely on the sweeter side, which is kind of cool, but also shocking because not a lot of coffees can do that. Like, they'll give you a non-acidic sweetness, but not a sweet. Like, this has sweet. I got the cardamom, I got the honey, I got the buttercream. But for me, what I really love about it is it has like this jasmine tea feel to it. So and as it gets colder, that just gets more subtle, sweeter, and better. And sadly, by the time I realized I want to buy another bag of this, it's all fucking
gone.
Yeah. But I did message Kyle and his wife, and I am on the list. So if they get some more in of the same crop, I'll be able to get another bag.
Nice.
Because, I don't want to wait another year for it, because as I found, every year the crop changes. So you're not going to get those same flavors. You'll get close, but not exact every time. But that is our Coffee Roaster of the Month. The link to their website is down below if you want to get a chance to try their stuff out. If you're in the U.S., I will give you a fair warning. It does take a few days to get their coffee because they are up in Canada. However, though, their shipping and everything for it, they still do really great shipping and free shipping on over a certain amount. And they have their custom shit down. I've never had an issue of any of their stuff coming in. So there's never been a delay. It's just shipping time from where they're at. And depending the time of year, that can get a little longer because of the adverse weather up in that area. So that is our roaster of the month, which leads us right into our content creator spotlight of the month. All right, our content creator, we do it through a randomized. Basically, everybody that throws their picks in, I throw it through a randomizer, and Shark landed it this time. So take it away, Shark, with Dirty Civilian.
All right. So Dirty Civilian is kind of up my alley with the the prior military and whatnot. And this guy, he has a nice little joking theme about a lot of the stuff he does, but he covers some pretty serious topics as far as gear, weapons, survival, and what would happen if the shit ever did hit the fan. And like I just like his format, the way he does stuff, and some of the stuff that he comes up with. He's got e-bikes because why not? And he likes to cover if stuff was to go south, blah blah. Look at you, you've got me all tongue tied now. If stuff was to go south, what could you do as a civilian to shoot, move, survive, continue on? But he likes to throw a bit of comedy and a little dark humor in there, and pretty good guy to watch. And if nothing else, some of the stuff you'll get out of him, it will just make you just face palm and go, really, really. So
nice. Well, and like always, this person's channel that we just that Shark just introduced you all to, their link is in the channel description below. Feel free to show them some love. Check them out. Like I said, we got our Discord now. Tell us what you think. Tell us of any of our past episodes, some of the suggestions we've done in the content creator, or even the roaster of the must. Tell us what you think. Even if you thought it sucked, we'd love to hear your feedback. All right. So for our next one that we're jumping into, we are going to have kind of a little bit of a somber moment. We've recently, the amount of people that sadly keep passing this year has just been kind of hit after hit after hit. And recently we did have two recent ones that just happened. I think you're actually on the second one, Shark. So the first one we're going to talk about is Kelly Mack. For those of y'all that don't know, Kelly Mack, you might actually remember, it was an actress that was one of her most notable roles was from was Alice in the Broadcast Signal Intrusion, Penelope Jacobs in Chicago Med. But her biggest one that everyone knows her from was Addie from season 9 of The Walking Dead. She sadly did pass away on August 2nd at the age of 33. So we're going to start, like I said, a new segment, kind of just remembering people, especially with the next one coming up. Sadly, we lost a great actor, Terrence Stamp. For those of you, if you don't, hopefully if you see him right there, the picture right there, the first one that pops up. He had a long filming career that started in 1965. He was most noted, of course, for playing General Zod in Superman 2 in 1980. He went on to also star in Wall Street. He was the mentoring father in The Young Guns, and he was also in the show Alien Nation. We sadly lost him on August 17th. This one hurt. This one hit me a little bit just because I've seen so much stuff that this man's been in. I mean, this man was one of those guys that the minute you heard his voice, you knew who it was. He just had that very unique talk and cadence to his voice, and a very just amount of power to it. I mean, he was also in The Limey. I mean, his accolades of TV shows and movies is ridiculous. But then again, starting a career in 1965, and the man was working all the way up until the beginning of this year. I mean, the guy never stopped. Plus, in all honesty, he did play the best comic accurate portrayal of Zod.
Oh yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Michael Shanks did a pretty good job in Man of Steel, but he played a different Zod. His Zod was, I am justified in my actions by saving my people. When Zod was the Zod that we got from Terrence Stamp and in the original Donner Superman was more close to the comics, which is Zod was imprisoned solely because he was purely driven by military power. He, where Michael Shanks tried to argue in Man of Steel of we need to save Krypton, I need to take power to save my people. Zod in the comics was like, I don't like you fuckers ruling. I'm just going to kill you all and take over.
Cool.
So he was pure evil Zod, and that Tant brought that to light so well.
Zod did nothing wrong.
I mean, he also gave us the best line. I mean, think about it. Can you name any line other than "What I do is for the benefit of my people" is the most iconic line from Man of Steel from Zod?
Yeah.
What is Terrence said? "Come, son of Jor-El, kneel before Zod." I mean, he was literally like, "Fuck you, bitch." And I always love it. I mean, people talk shit about the Donner films, but man, that was the best we had growing up. And it was still good. They were still good. My God. You want to talk bad camp? Go watch the fucking Adam West fucking Batman. Jesus Christ. Anyway, you got a Jack. That's like down here. I got the Midnight Fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to say hello? Huh? You want to say hello?
Hello.
You want to say hello? Huh? Huh? It's like, no, I want you to feed me, fucker. You've already been fed. He's just like, I'm getting petted.
Screw everything else.
But yeah, moving forward on the episodes, I want to do a segment like this just because, sadly, a lot of the greats, this is going to keep happening. A lot of the great actors that are out there are in such an up in age that, sadly, I know one that's going to probably be soon, and it breaks my heart, is going to be Tim Curry.
Oh, yeah.
Which pisses me off. I had a chance to see him in Austin, and I didn't go to that convention, and now I really am kicking myself in the ass because he's never done a convention since that one.
Well, and I mean, you got other greats that are so close, Sir Ian, Sir Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, William Shatner.
William Shatner. Just so many.
Geez, yeah. Some of them I have a hard time remembering because they haven't acted in. There's a lot of them that have not been in stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, if you want to check out the films these people have been, like I said, if you ever watched Walking Dead, you already saw Kelly Mack and Terrence Stamp. If you want to check out his IMDb, man, you're going to have quite a bit of great shit to watch, especially The Limey. The Limey is literally the movie that birthed directors like Guy Ritchie. That's the movie that led them into the style of that type of British gangster film.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was the template that they all followed. Kind of like, half of the directors nowadays, when it comes to American noir film, Tarantino's their template. That's what The Limey was for the British scene. All right, on to our next one. Battlefield 6 beta dropped. And boy, was there some shit that hit the fan on that one. In fact, the video playing right now from good old Call of Shame, you either love him or you hate him, if it's even a he, because it's one hell of a great AI voice. Everybody's talking about Battlefield coming out. They should have been talking about the game. They should have been talking, is the game great? Is the game this? Are you having fun? Are you not having fun? Did the beta blow you away? Did it suck? No. What took the mainstay? A bitch-ass cat boy named Riley CS. All right, so I'm going to read for this. I did a little monologue here on the situation, so I didn't forget or get anything. So for those of you that don't know, the video that we're watching of this cheater went more viral than the game itself and is the most watched Battlefield 6 video on YouTube right now. The person can clearly be seen using wall hacks and aimbots as the breakdown of their reaction and response and lock-on time is faster than most of the top 10 pros that play nowadays. Here's the worst part of the situation. When the cheater first was seen on their first beta stream playing, their reactions and their gameplay was below even the lowest of mid. Then the next time they streamed is the video you're watching now, where oddly enough, they went from below mid schlocker to God level Super Saiyan with the lock-on powers of Jesus himself. Now, when they were challenged about cheating, their response was to deny, deflect, deny. And who came to their defense? The editor of their video. which didn't really help the situation considering their editor has even admitted this and has always been known to be one of the top cheater developers out there. So the person you have to defend your little furry-loving, cat-eared, doofy ass is the guy that probably built the goddamn cheat you're using. And the final nail in the coffin, this fucktard has now been banned by EA and Twitch. And when that happened, what was their response? They tried to use the great almighty golden parachute of, I'm trans, and this is because of that. Only to quickly realize that it's not 2020 anymore, and your chute has a big-ass fucking hole in it now. So that's the Battlefield 6 drama of the entire beta.
I don't know about you guys. I played it.
I did. I loved it.
I mean, I consider myself, a mid to good player. I showed up in one single game. I was 0 in like 56, and I'm like, this is some bullshit. And I started rewatching, and I'm like, there's no fucking way.
Because they were literally flooded with fucking cheaters by the second day.
Like, I would put 20 rounds into somebody. I mean, sure, center mass. Okay, I didn't do headshots, whatever. But 15 something rounds, and they didn't even flinch. Yeah. Like, come on.
Well, the worst part about it is like this asshat on the video. Like even his voiceover when he locks onto someone behind a rock wall, behind a rock formation and starts shooting, he not a oh damn I missed him or a comment. It's like like they vocalized their oh fuck I just fucked up and everybody saw it. They couldn't recover from it. Not to mention I don't mean to be a nitpicky sack of shit, but I'm going to be a nitpicky sack of shit. When you listen to this fucktard's voice, it's literally Twink Boy Valley guy. That told me everything I needed to know about your bitch ass. Like, oh my God, for sure. I'm not a cheater. I just got the magic power of guzzling cum juice before I started the game.
And clipped.
Yeah. So, fuck that douche. Fuck cheaters. COD Simps were talking about BF6 needing Battle Pass and Battle Royale. Dude, COD is so fucking dead. My God, that trailer was atrocious trash. It was literally Black Ops 6 at the disco on Fortnite. There was nothing in that trailer that was Black Ops at all. None of it. That was the most. It was literally like, we want to recreate the game. Let's get the crew that just did the marketing campaign that put Jaguar in the shitter. Yeah, that was... COD is dead. I'm sorry. The only people keeping COD alive are all the fucking asshat streamers that play it because there's no other game they can play worth a shit.
And the fact that it's in esports.
Well, esports is nobody's even watching. Yeah, nobody's even watching them. The whole last tournament, there wasn't even a live audience in the room. And half the people that were on it, nobody even knew who the fuck they were.
Optic was there. They won for their third time in a row.
Yeah, but the point is half the people on there have been banned by Ricochet multiple times.
I'm a Shotzi fanboy because, I mean, he gets in people's head. He's bringing back the toxicity that Call of Duty needs to have.
Yeah, but the game itself is dead because the mechanics of the gameplay is shit.
Yeah, it's shit.
I've tried playing multiple times in the last couple of ones they've done. And honestly, everybody I know that buys Black Ops buys it for zombies and zombies only, doesn't give a fuck about the rest of it. So, yeah, I don't foresee COD surviving much longer. There's already one nail in that coffin. So, speaking of nails in the coffin, we go right into our next part. So, end of the free internet. What did I mean by that headline? Well, with everything that's happened recently with the credit card payment processors, the collective shout debacle, everything that's been happening kind of sped forward and spun into the UK bans. Then Australia jumped on the bandwagon. Now there's talks in the US about following these same bans. For those of you that aren't aware, in the UK now, there is now age verification for pretty much the majority of the internet, whether it be social media, whether it be TikTok, whether it be anything that you can use on your phone or your PC. UK requires age verification if you are, 16 and under, right? Shark.
I think so.
Well,
That
they're
sounds
changing.
right.
I think right now they're even changing it where it's more than that.
Yeah.
They're almost going 100%.
Yeah. So basically, UK is trying to make V for Vendetta real. They want that to become a documentary by their actions. And Australia is following suit, not too far behind. It's only a matter of time before. Well, how should I word this? Okay, I'll tell the truth. Here we go. Fuck it. If the stream ends, join us on Rumble because they won't cut it. So here's how it goes. The only reason this shit is not speeding as fast forward as it is in other countries here in Texas and in the U.S. abroad is for one reason. Half the people that would make the law are too goddamn old to really understand what the fuck is going on. But the minute most of them are gone and replaced, you better bet your ass these middle-aged to younger people that are coming in know damn well that information is power and the internet is their worst fucking enemy. Because let's face it, everything that gets exposed now is through YouTube, through the internet, through people on their phones. And UK is already lighting the torch in the fact that their next step that they're moving forward to is to ban VPNs. Because they already know that's how half the people are getting around them. They're also going to attack video games because some people learned very quickly that games like Death Stranding, Norman Reedus' face in the opening scene where you're doing the opening monologue of the beginning of the game is so goddamn realistic that they can put their phone up to the goddamn computer screen and it'll age verify Norman Reedus as you're an adult. Hey, man, Kojima knows how to make some details in his fucking game. Yeah, the Texas anime bill, we are still monitoring that. Yes, it does take effect on the 1st. It's all going to come down to Abbott and how they implement it. It might be one of those that with all the other shit going on right now, it may not go anywhere for a little while, or Abbott may scrub it completely. You never know. They're more worried about what, new scum out in California is trying to do to doctor the fucking maps again.
Well, in retaliation for Texas doctoring their maps.
Yeah, but here's the best part. Have you seen the latest poll that popped up?
Which one?
You want to know how many Californians actually want what they're doing to be done when it comes to the redistricting? 39%. 39%. The majority of his voters don't fucking want it. So as Newscom, as always, I'm going to do what I want to do. Fuck you, because you dumb fucks actually voted for me. That guy is the biggest twat waffle on the planet.
Oh.
And the funny part is, even before I ever paid attention to politics, I hated the guy. I took one look at him, I'm like, wow, he reminds me of every sleazy door-to-door Bible salesman and used car salesman jackass I've ever seen.
Well, if we could stick him and Kim Paxton in a room and just light it on fire, we'd be okay.
You can throw Nancy Pelosi in there too. I'd be happy with that.
Oh, more than just her. We could take a few from that level.
Dude, I'd say we take all the ones that we don't like, throw them on an island, and tell them the only way they're going to survive is to kill, suck, and fuck each other. Have fun. And you put it on pay-per-view and make a profit off of it.
Turn it into Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I got the title for it.
Whole thing.
Last Douche Standing. Survivor. We don't give a fuck which one makes it.
But there's a difference, right? It's like, at least California's guy isn't a freaking boomer, a legitimate boomer, right? You start looking at like Pelosi and all, they are legitimate boomers who don't want to release the power. They just don't.
Well, yeah, Entity, when it comes to that, I don't give much faith to Twitter because Twitter is a cesspool of dumbasses.
Yes.
And 90% of the time, the people stirring the pot aren't even in the area they're in. The one
They're not
about,
even in the same country.
yeah, right now they're changing the maps here in Texas. This might be the saving grace for that bill in the sense that they are way more focused on other shit. If anything, I think the bill passed solely because they knew the douche wanker that put it forward was going to keep bringing it and bringing it and bringing it and bringing it and bringing it. So what do? Pass it, then put it on the back burner, and Abbott waits till he's out of, like, the day before he ends his term, signs and nullifies it, and it's done. How do you get rid of a guy that you know that's going to keep bringing it forward and bringing it forward? You let him bring it forward, and then you fucking stonewall it once it's you put it at the bottom of the fucking ever-growing pile. Hopefully. I mean, we got enough religiously driven jackasses up there that probably would push it through, though.
Oh, speaking of religiously driven jackasses, September 1st also
Pope say
starts.
What?
Huh?
I said, Pope say what?
Well, here in Texas, they also did that bill that passed with that one, saying that every classroom must display the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, what happened to separation of church and fucking state, you goddamn dumbass?
It has been put on hold because of a lawsuit. So
I know, but it pisses me off when they pull that shit because they're the same assholes that also try to jump on the popularity. We got to protect the Second Amendment. You're either going to protect everything that's written in those books or none of it. So your churchy shit, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Do that at home. Do it with your families. When it comes to affecting everybody else, go fuck yourself.
I'm just saying, if they're going to push that, then maybe, we should go ahead and just, even the playing field. And even though I'm not Muslim, let's go ahead and post a Muslim. Let's post the Wiccan Creed. Let's post all that shit. Do one, do it all.
No, you get rid of the lawmakers that made it very easily. They want to use religion, and you're like, all right, well, then you believe yourself to be a Christian. Are you a true Christian? All right. What are you wearing right there? Oh, polyester. That's an unclean cloth. To death you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's not in the Christian. Yes, it is, motherfucker. Read your own goddamn book.
Old Testament.
I can turn Leviticus on your ass in 10 fucking seconds if I wanted to.
We can go Old Testament.
Yep. Well, look, they don't know their own damn book except for when they want to be hateful jackasses.
Oh, yeah.
It's like sitting there, man shall not lieth with man. Yeah, it also says it's better to go put your seed in a whore than spill it on the sand.
Yep. I was just about to say that.
or the better one, we must follow the laws of God. It's like, well, your own son of God came down and told you all the laws of man that are in the book that you keep using were supposed to be tossed out.
Well, and let's not
but
also
you keep using them because they allow you to be hateful assholes.
It's supposed to be all the word of God, but oddly enough, it was written by a man and edited by a man. And yeah, no.
Well, let's not forget the fact that it was retranslated again and again
and again
and again and again and again and again. Ever played the telephone game? By the fifth person, it ain't ever the same. Then it was edited by King. Let's see. It was edited by Constantine, edited by John, edited by James, which is the version everybody reads nowadays, which is missing like the second book of Revelations because that wacky fire and brimstone ending already happened. It's missing the book of Job. It's missing the book of Judas. Yeah, there's a whole lot.
Ton of them. Ton of books missing.
Yeah. As if you can't tell, my dad actually had a copy that had all that shit still in it. Very interesting. Especially the Book of Nod. Which is what bastardly got turned into Genesis somehow. I mean, pretty funny when even the original Bible talks about the endless ones. But yeah, it's an interesting time right now. I wanted to talk about this because not a lot of people are talking about it in a big enough scope. And if people don't start paying attention, people don't start talking, they're just going to keep doing this shit in the background. And before you know it, we'll be where UK is. And the reason the UK jumped this far forward without enough people paying attention is because they did exactly, kind of what they're doing here, which is everybody in the House of Parliament went, we have a migrant problem. We have a migrant problem. We have a migrant problem. Pass that bill now. They're looking at the migrants. So by the time the UK people realized what the fuck was going on, they were in the streets protesting the migrants, realizing, oh, they just fucked us over up the ass with no reach around. And if you don't think the U.S. will do that, well, guess what? We taught them that level of misdirection. So then it comes in the attack on VPNs. That was something before any of this started and got traction that I foresaw coming anyway. I mean, it's basically the actual idea of a VPN was never really, and you can probably hit me up, hit me or disagree with me here, Shark, because you know more of this field. The original building and ideology of VPNs was solely for people in your line of work, wasn't it?
No, it was before that. Because VPN, it was built on military technology for spies to be able to circumvent and send messages securely.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, it's amazing it ever made it into the public then.
Well, no, there was just too many good applications for it.
But just like any world-breaking technology, it started with the military.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was DARPA.
So
it was all DARPA.
Anybody out there, if you're afraid of VPNs, if you're afraid of the internet, if you're afraid of all this stuff getting taken from you, take solace, just go to the dark web. But be forewarned, it is not as goddamn scary as you think. But if in any way it looks sus, get your ass out of there.
Where's that warning button?
Yeah, no shit.
You just tried to send the civilian population into a war zone.
Hey, I find it a fun war zone.
You're sending them into the dark web with a Rickroll as their guide.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I found some pretty cool shit out there, but yeah, there is a lot of.
Please, do not go on the dark web unless you know what the hell you're doing.
Yes, research, understand it, build your own private network, do some smart shit. But there are other avenues. People do not seem to understand that what you see forward with like Google Chrome is not all that's out there.
No, it is just literally the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
And if you see a command prompt open and then close real quickly, turn off your computer.
Actually, you're already screwed at that point. Yeah. Just unplug it from the internet and start running antivirus.
Yeah. Or like I did, have a computer you don't give a shit about to fuck around on there on.
No, that's why you have a sandbox.
Yep. Now that leads us to the other discussion. That leads us to the other discussion of end of free, not really just the free internet, but the internet in general, which is it was exposed recently the amount of view botting going on places like Twitch and YouTube, that it has opened a lot of light into how many views are actually general views, are real, or are they a bot? And with most of what's coming out, what are you doing back there, you little asshole?
I heard that.
Yeah, she's trying to get out. You're not getting out. You're in here. Go sit on your chair, jackass. Brat. All right. Back where I was. All right. It came to light recently that a lot of people like Kai Cenat and a lot of these bigger streamers, when they're doing their streamathons and all these things, they're using bots. Whether it was intended to use by them, intentionally done by them, or by their moderators, or by people, it has now come to bigger light that it's an inflation of numbers for the sole inflation of numbers. For those of y'all that are not aware, look up what happened here in Texas with Enron. You can hear her.
Yes,
she's being a brat. No.
Whoa.
Yeah. All right. So Enron got in trouble because they did stock inflations. They basically told their marketers and all their people at the end of every quarter that say they were making 10 billion when they were making like 10,000. I mean, the numbers are probably higher than that, but you get the point. They were inflating their numbers. These sites are doing the same thing. Because if you could sit there and go, our top streamer had 60,000 people watching them live, you can charge the advertiser more money. The marketing team can say our platform is successful. When you know damn well out of that 60, maybe only 5 to 10 were actual real people. So that leads into the theory that has been going on for a long time, which Shark can probably elaborate more on, is known as the dead internet theory.
Oh, dead internet theory.
Which, sadly, am I right? We are seeing the beginnings of when that theory, when they wrote that theorem, this is what they were referring to. Especially with the AI exploding as fast as it is.
And that came out way back.
Dude, that was the 70s.
No, dead internet theory properly came out, and everything was in about 2015, 2016 era.
Well, okay. The modernization of what dead internet theory is. I'm talking the actual ideology of a physical space known as the internet being invaded by artificial intelligence and non-realistic human beings, twisting the perception of human beings. Theories like that first started in the 70s with books like The Terminal Man. Hell, even back in the 80s with Ghost in the Shell. I mean, ever since the internet and technology started becoming prevalent, people have always wondered how long before what you're seeing, what you're watching, what you're hearing is not even being done by a person. And with AI and everything getting to the level that's getting at, we're already seeing it now with Twitch and YouTube numbers being inflated and view botting. Hell, Amazon literally has a new thing they rolled out to see if the reviews of their own products of the products that are being listed on their site are real and general, human reviews. And they've already found hundreds of items they've had to yank because some of them had like 14,000 reviews. Every fucking one of them was fake. So to think, for anybody to think that that's not going on the streaming side of things, or Twitter, or Blue Sky, or any of these platforms that can persuade public perception, think again. The biggest question is who's running the bots and what purpose are they running the bots for?
I can tell you that one of the biggest bot runners on the planet, and everybody freaking knows it, is Google.
Yeah.
Their web crawlers alone will give an internet website 10 to 15 hits off of a day. Just
or the fact that how many times, think about Chrome. How many times do you search for something in Chrome and you don't see what you searched for? Instead, you see an entire page of their bitch ass suggestions that have nothing to do with the fuck you just tried to search for.
Yep.
All the time.
Or they'll give you a leader that looks like you're going to the website of what you're looking at. Like one of the biggest ones is type in what is it? Crap, what's the PC repair place that was Nerd? Their slogan used to be "Call a Nerd." Not Geek Squad, because that's Best Buy's own one, but you know what I'm talking about, right? If you search for that, the top two ones it brings up will not be them, but it is literally worded and made to look like the company you're about to call and hire is them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bullshit. For the most part, yeah, it's all bullshit. But go ahead and go in on elaborate to the modern dead internet theory and kind of give people an idea of why it looks like it's actually already happening.
So the modern theory is basically that back in, however long ago, internet died and most of traffic is all bots. And it started off as a conspiracy theory, but it's really not, because on the back end, and it's all based on truth, because anytime working on in the tech sector, web traffic, the majority of the web traffic that you receive off of a website or something like that, my job, my 9-to-5 job is literally to watch web traffic and make sure that people aren't hacking into, a bank website. I watch so much web traffic from what we call aggregators, which is different programs talking to each other back and forth, collecting information, gaining information, sending information back and forth. Let's say that I'm watching it in 1 minute, I'm seeing 5,000 transactions happen across the world, right? Out of that 5,000, 3,000 of them are going to be bots talking back and forth, gathering information and so on, so that a consumer can see the information they want to see in a format they want to see it. And only one, that one logon for every human logon, there's 50 to 100 bots. Because
it's not even in just
convenience.
those areas. Well, it's not even just those areas.
No, but that's the one I see the most right now.
Yeah, but it's crazy that it's gotten that quickly to that level. And with the AI implementation of AI, it's implemented.
We haven't even touched into AI as far as that goes.
The craziest part is, you want to know which site actually has the most intelligent AI operating system right now?
Bing. Which one? Ain't ChatGPT. That thing.
No.
In the top 50 earners right now.
SG
17 of the top 50 OnlyFans accounts do not exist.
I believe it. Instagram too.
And two of them are the same woman's face, and they actually did an interview with the woman. She sold her likeness to an AI generator, and the videos, the responses, even the custom videos when people tell her what they want, it's all being auto-generated. And they're paying $20 to $50 a pop per video for someone that doesn't fucking exist.
Wow.
17 of the top 50 accounts. And it's just ever growing. A lot of creators that are real people, all the shit that if they're getting messaged, people are, the whole message program and all that for the private videos aren't them doing the videos anymore. It's AI built into OnlyFans now doing it all.
Shit, time to be an AI tuber. Fuck.
Right? Maybe I need an OnlyFans.
Hey, as much as they gave him shit, Quebble Clop was ahead of his curve when he started creating hits.
Jesus.
But yeah. But then again, I mean, let's face it, gooners are gonna goon. I mean,
right?
Does it shock you that Twitch is the way it is? Just take one look at Dan Clancy. He looks like the type of guy that if you saw him driving a panel van, a couple of kids would disappear in the neighborhood.
Goonies never say die.
God, how dare you bastardize Goonies? Please, at least you can change it to Gooners Never Die.
There we go. Gooners Never Die.
Did either of y'all see the photo of like Dan Clancy walking into the Twitch headquarters and they showed the boardroom? They're all a bunch of bitch ass ugly fucking boomers.
They don't want to give up the power.
But no, I'm sitting here thinking the entire
they don't trust the next generation.
Platform is a bunch of people that don't even fucking game. And their entire moderation department is run by a bunch of Smurfs. Because that's definitely clear of who everybody they ban and everybody they don't. Yeah.
All right.
That's like I
gotta step away for a second.
Okay. That's like the one thing I'm loving the hell out of is all these people that keep getting caught being pedos. It's like, really? Take a look at some of these fuckers that stream. They may be 20 years old, but they look like their balls have never dropped. They can't even grow facial hair. They spent their entire lives inside in front of a computer screen. Puberty literally was inside their body going, we're not needed.
Well, I mean, all this talk reminds me of, like when you're going into, say, a COD lobby, right? You're going in, you're playing, and you look over at the other team or even your same team, and you're like, huh, every single person is like this Chinese player.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're hacking or doing whatever. And you're just like, what? This is ridiculous. And so you're like, huh, knowing how China is with their regulations and their extravagant use of AI and censorship, if you run in there and you just say Tiananmen Square, and then you just start seeing users disconnect, it's their censorship just immediately cutting them.
Yeah.
Like just because somebody else said something that is censored, boom, it's affecting you.
Yeah. It's just getting ridiculous. I just can't believe that's ramping up as fast as it is everywhere. That's what blows my mind about all of it. Like, I remember like AI was literally the one shitty Spielberg movie because it was supposed to be Kubrick's, and that's all you ever really heard about it. What? You're being a butthole over there.
But for the record, I totally never go in and say Tiananmen Square, Tiananmen Square. and just see what happens. I would never do that. No, so that would be sleazy of me. I do it all the time.
Go lie down. Yeah. What did entity put here? Online Safety Act in the UK has also affected people in other countries, and the UK is trying to push their control. It's not them pushing their control. People follow in suit. Every government watches what every government can do. If you don't think most of the governments out there could do what North Korea does to their people, think again. They would. The only reason they don't is they know that people would rile up. Reason people are watching UK and the UK stuff is being pushed forward is they're realizing how UK was able to do it. Like I said, they misdirected their people to other shit, and then they did it behind their back. But the problem is it's already epically failing because once the people realize that the one thing I will hand the UK, so a few years ago, there was a documentary on healthcare, and in the documentary, they were showing the healthcare system in the UK and how after World War II, it came about. And they were interviewing a doctor, and of course, the misconception: oh, you must get paid less than American doctors. It must be this, it must be that. And he's like, no, I make $275,000 a year. I make £275,000 a year. I make a comfortable living. He goes, I'm a beginning doctor. I'm new. I'm new to my what they consider a tenure. And then he asked me, he goes, well, how is it that the UK has never been able to, like, they've always had the healthcare they've had? He's like, that's easy, because every time they threatened to make a change, millions of people would flood the fucking streets and make their voices heard. We don't do that here anymore. No. Well, we do, but it's to throw rocks at ISIS and act like we're Barney badasses and bitch about guys in masks while we've been wearing masks for 6 fucking years. You got to love that. Antifa people. Why are you wearing a mask? Bitch, you've been wearing one for 8 years. Why are you wearing one? I'm afraid of their tyranny. Okay, yeah, the mask, if they really wanted to know who the fuck you were, you can go, stop shit, dumbass.
Well, I mean, in the founding fathers, at least in America, they set up the ability to fix those issues. They foresaw these issues. There is a way in the Constitution and in America to correctly rise up and overthrow oppression. That's not what's happening here. What the founding fathers are talking about, none of that is happening here. Not the slightest bit of it.
But the problem is, you got to remember, these younger kids, none of that shit matters to them anymore because they've all been basically brainwashed.
They've been told they're special.
Well, not only that they've been told they're special, they've been fed lies. They've been fed lies, and they buy into anything. And also, it's the same thing as it's always been with people of that age bracket. I'm going to go protest because that way, when I get older, I can say I was a part of this.
Yeah, I mean,
bragging rights.
In the 70s, happened in the 60s.
Yeah, it's bragging rights. Well, let's face it. The only reason the hippies movement never achieved anything, even the hippie movement got this close to achieving its goal. Mm-hmm. You want to know why it didn't happen? Because they all started making 6 figures and got comfortable and realized, wait a minute, this ain't that bad. It's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And that's why I love these idiots that attack the whole attack capitalism thing. It's like everything you wear, buy, eat, and do is due to capitalism.
No, it's not.
They're going after the wrong monster,
Well, no, it's because they sit there and they look at people like, I'm gonna go full political. They look at people like Bernie and think he's smart. Bernie sold out a long fucking time ago.
Oh yeah.
In fact, this last hearing, they ripped his ass a new one. They were talking against businesses and how the ability to make money. And the guy called him out. He literally you literally just said in your own book, this is the way people get from poverty to better life. He goes, well, now that you're a millionaire, sir, shouldn't you be fighting against the same thing you're fighting against? Say you're fighting against? And man, he just all. What pisses me off about the meetings, and we'll go on to the trailers next, and kind of because we're kind of near the end of the internet part. Here's my thing that watching all these hearings that has always upset me. One, why the fuck are any of them sitting on chairs above the other people in the room? They work for us, not the other fucking way around. Second of all, what right did they have to tell the person who they work for to shut up? And thirdly, again, they work for us.
Not in their mind.
Exactly. And that's what pisses me off about all watching those damn things where they're all like, or when they sit there and they go, a complex question. Well, sir, I just need a yes or no answer. It's like, bitch, that's like asking describe life
It's
in a yes or
entrapment.
no.
It's entrapment is what it is.
Well, yeah, it's because it's a show. They don't want anything to come of it. It's just a show. We did our part, even though they know nothing's going to happen of it. Will you shut the fuck up?
It's like when they go into these committees.
All right, give me a second. Y'all guys continue. I'll be hopping in a second. I get her out.
It's like when they're in these committees, right? And Congress is brought somebody in and said, "Hey, we're gonna ask you a bunch of questions. You're gonna testify, all this." And then somebody on the panel is like, "All right, I need you to read, paragraph 4, subsection 6 on the second
way
line."
out of context."
And then just that. And then they continue reading. They're like, no, just that. That's all that's there for the record. All right, move on. And it's like, what? No.
Yeah, no, it's way out of context. Well, and hell, even Iron Man brought that up,
Right, that's why it's referencing.
Yeah, when Rhodey's all like, I thought I was going to be making a much more comprehensive. Yeah. But I mean, what's funny is like, to me also is like, you get all these groups like the NRA. Now, granted, I'm a gun nut. I love guns. I think everybody should have them, but I think they should all be safe.
Yes.
I don't think you should be ashamed of all of them, entity, but yeah, a good portion of them. Yeah.
But
it's pretty sad when I used to sit back and go, God damn fucking millennials. And then the Zennials came along like, oh God, it got worse.
Yeah.
But like you get,
and
the
then you
NRA,
look at the
right?
alpha, then you hear alphas coming along and you're like, oh God, oh God, oh God. And then you see the alphas and they're like, these millennials and Zennials are stupid. I'm like, there's fucking hope.
Yeah, they're the new feral children.
Don't worry, Unknown. It's my
Kind of,
fault.
sort of.
It's all
but
me.
their DNA is now ingrained in the technology that Millennial and Zennial had to adapt to.
Yeah,
that's what I think. I think it's the learning curve. Too much influx of everything, and now they're the generation of social media is in my blood. I know that's full of shit. They're like Gen X. They're very disillusioned. They're where we were, where it's like, wait a minute, you want me to work how many hours a week for shit pay? I'm still going to be broke. I can't afford a house, can't afford a car, not going to get good health insurance, and I have no prospect of moving up. And the only way I can is to go to college to get in debt to be possibly indoctrinated and then be paying off loans for years of a degree that I'll be hopeful if I get a job. And it's like, yeah, I think I'll stay home, play video games. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. So what I was saying though is like you get people like the NRA who is all like, their big thing is like, we have guns to protect ourselves from tyranny and blah blah blah, and then active tyranny happens on both sides of the aisle, and they just like, huh?
Yeah.
So much for the blood of patriots and tyrants.
Oh yeah. Well, the one I love the most is anytime you hear, we're fighting for a democracy, and I'm like,
no.
Yeah, said every leader that never was. Just like when one side starts getting all virtue signaling, and I'm sitting here going, I believe, it was Voltaire that said virtuism is the virtue of the vicious, or the most evil acts is hidden in virtue.
Yeah, and the quick aside being that, a reminder to those that America is not a democracy. It's a republic.
No, it's idiocracy. We're just in the first chapter of the book.
That all applies. Yes.
I love that entity. Don't forget about I'm not even going to, dude, they're fuck dating right now. I'm sorry. After the last round I went through, fuck that shit. I will find the wham bang, thank you, ma'am, hook up for the night, never see you again, have a nice night. Because screw that shit. I know a lot of good women, they're all married. Yeah, all the single ones I've met, they're epic fucking train wrecks. And I'm sorry, the minute you meet a girl, if you look at her if she has social media, well, let's face it, everybody has social media of some type. But if you look at her Facebook and her Instagram and her TikTok and it's filled with every day 5 fucking selfies or more, no, run for the fucking hills. If she sits there and talks about how everybody else is the problem, run for the fucking hills. Yeah, I'm sorry. People are just women, especially nowadays, are just too goddamn
Hey, Shark,
narcissistic.
can you
and
insert the hot
yeah.
crazy matrix here, please?
That, if you can find, if she's around a 9 or a 10 on hotness and a 1 or 2 chill, that's a fucking dude.
I don't quite agree with that one. You saw my last one,
Well, yeah, but
she was just crazy.
exactly. She was she
Yeah.
was up on the crazy. Have you never seen the hot crazy matrix?
I've seen it, but I've also met a few that have beaten that. The crazy, the hot crazy is not always true.
No,
I've
but
met some
you
very
know,
hot
at the
ones
end
that
of
they're
it,
not crazy. They're actually very depressed. Because I have met some pretty hot women in my day that get the basically just shit end of the stick on everything.
it's not an all-encompassing scale.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No,
There's
my
always
issue is
outliers.
I think the problem right now is if you go anything under the age of 30 at all, well, hell, I'd even go 35 now. Anything under the age of 35 when it comes to women, the majority of them have been indoctrinated into this belief of fuck the patriarchy, toxic masculinity. They don't understand that, yes, everything they're believing in, there is truth to it, but there is also not the rule. It's just a truth of a fraction of what is wrong. And a lot of them I've encountered so many recently that use the whole, oh, he's a toxic masculine. It's like, no, he's confident and sure of himself. That's not arrogant. There's a difference.
I'm all for bringing the toxicity back. Let's do it.
No, I don't give a shit for that. I never cared for the toxicity. I hated it. I got into so many fights in fucking high school standing up for women that I knew from bitch ass fucking wannabe Giga Chad fuckers.
Was like, what was it the other day where I got called? What was it? I got called. Oh, I got called misogynist.
Oh yeah.
That was epic. That was fucking epic. I got called misogynist because I saw an image online and it was of a female and she was wearing a spandex Power Ranger thing. And to me, it looked like either she had on some eccentric pasties or some tassels or something under it because of it's stretchy. You can see through it a little. I made a comment saying, hey, you know, easy there. And yeah, I got called a misogynist for this. So I had to go up there and say, hey, by the way, if you don't know what the definition of a misogynist is, here it is, because that is not what that means.
But that's not what they've been taught.
Yeah, exactly. The definitions don't matter. They use the words wherever they want to, and you're just supposed to know it.
Well, yeah, because these are the same idiots that call everybody a Nazi and a fascist while everything out of their playbook is from the Gerber playbook.
Mm.
I gotta love it when you sit there and see someone call someone a Nazi and then they condone them because the way they treat them is exactly how the Nazis treated anybody that disagreed with them. So it's like I want to walk through one of those protests recently, and just when they start calling me that, dost thou project thy must?
Just walk around with a mirror and be like, no, it's you. It's you.
Yeah. But that's the problem. You get a bunch of people that you fill their heads with that they're on a righteous right cause and everybody else is wrong. And well, that's exactly how the Mao movement started.
But
did somebody say Crusades?
Hold on. You're not supposed to just go up. There we go. Sorry.
No, Crusades was even worse. Hell, Crusades was basically just, that was expansion. That wasn't hatred. That was just expansion. You want to see hatred, you need to go into the Inquisition.
I was saying
Salem witch
that
trials.
it was hatred.
Don't forget about the word pedo that's also been thrown around from the left and the right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, see, here's the problem these idiots don't realize. You use these words so much, you take away the power in them to the point that they have no power anymore. That's why I love when these sites like YouTube and everything restrict words. It's like the words you're choosing to restrict are not the words that you should be restricting. It's like you have moments in place that if, say, I say something bad about Shark or Walrus that's not true, on one of my videos, say like we were all independent creators, they can take legal action through the YouTube channels. That's what's supposed to be in place, not censorshiping words just because I say it or how I say it. As long as they are not words inciting violence, there shouldn't be no need for the censorship. That's why you have the 18 and up rating system. That's why you have all these other things in place.
Well, and just for the whole idea of the internet is not for fucking children.
Never was.
It never was. These games, guess what? Be parents. Know the games. Know the cartoons. Know the internet.
But
limit what your children are doing. Be fucking parents.
They haven't. I've seen 2 generations of kids of my friends' kids getting raised that literally they gave them the electronic parent. Here's your iPad. Fuck off. And this is exactly what you get. And then they wonder, where did my kid learn all this shit? It's like, from the teacher that filled their head with all this shit because you never went to any of the fucking meetings to find out what was going on. Or you sent them off to college on a free ride, not realizing that the professors there sitting in the classrooms are a bunch of whacked out retards. I mean, sorry, anybody that thinks socialism would work is an idiot. Let's see, how many countries says it? Did any of them work?
Like, true story here, real quick. Me getting on my soapbox. They tried to expel me because this one teacher said that I didn't agree with what he said. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I didn't agree with what he said. And he's like, well, that's not right. This guy's causing mayhem and chaos in my classroom. He needs to be expelled.
Was this college or high school?
College.
See, that's why I never went to college.
Yeah.
I was not going to pay good money to sit there and float the ego of some asshole in the front of a room.
Inconceivable.
I saw friends that were going to college that were telling me how every paper they wrote had to be written in a specific format and a specific structure different to each goddamn professor just to float their flaccid little cocks.
You know how bad it got?
Screw that.
Like the whole social media injecting into it, that I had a writing class and it was all on like Blackboard or something like that. And the teacher was like, all right, you're going to make your post, for this weekly discussion or whatever. And if it goes over 140 characters, you get a 0. Just flat out. And
see, what does that teach you? Nothing.
Exactly. Nothing.
That's them floating their ego. And living proof is, look at 90% of these people that are coming out of college, they can't get their jobs for shit. Or they go into the job in the field they're in, and the people in that job are like, who the fuck hired this idiot? The only way they survive is when they gang together. And they start hiring all their fucking friends, and then they weed out the people that actually know what the fuck they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then
the company goes completely tits up, which like most of them have done. Or they do dumb shit like rebrand Cracker Barrel.
Please tell me we got a segment on that. That's going to be
great. We might as well go into it. That was okay. So I'm going to jack this. I forgot who I heard it from. More than likely it was Bering, or may have been the FNT guys, who knows. But somebody put up a side-by-side comparison of McDonald's from then to McDonald's now. Pizza Hut now, then Pizza Hut now. Taco Bell, Cracker Barrel, all the places that have changed and done their revamp of their buildings. And they all went from unique to you knew it. You could spot it from halfway across the highway and knew what it was, to
it was a brand.
Stale, generic. These new buildings and these new logos, literally how they worded it is perfectly. If you had to give a name to the new Cracker Barrel building, it is literally looks like they took the architecture from a German imperialism book. It is stale, it is generic, it is lifeless, and the new Cracker Barrel is the worst. Literally, IKEA has a more wow-looking fucking building structure.
I mean, I'm telling you, if I don't walk in and immediately smell nicotine and sweets and see rocking chairs for as far as the eye can see, it's not a Cracker Barrel.
Somebody put it best.
And pegboards.
They took the logo of the Cracker Barrel and they took out the cracker and the barrel.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right, Entity. It's called brutalist architecture. Yeah. And it all started from Germany around the end of the blockade.
And what's really funny is because, a lot of people are saying that this change was done because of racism. And so, and all the black people are like, hell no, bring that cracker back.
Yep.
Dude, nobody wanted it. They lost.
Nobody asked for this.
They lost what, $95 million in stock in one damn day?
Yeah.
And
So
of course,
now's the
this
time to buy
idiot,
the Cracker
again, the person that did it is sitting here going, everybody loved it. I'm blowing farts up my own ass. Like they always do. Bitch! And you take one look at her and she looks like every fucking dumbass fucking Karen that nobody ever listened to. But of course, some dumbass over at this place did. I'm trying to find
we love your
here.
ideas. They're so modern.
Okay. So, for those that might not know, because some people don't have them, here we go. I'm going to share this. That's what a Cracker Barrel looks like. Right there.
That's the one we know and love.
That's the one we know and love. All right.
I
Like
can
taking
smell
the
nicotine from
This is like taking the grease out of a freaking Waffle House.
Yeah. You know what? And each one of those rocking chairs had like an 80-year-old grandma chain smoking all the way through, and you had to walk that gauntlet.
And here is what the new one looks like.
Oh, hey there, IKEA.
No, don't diss IKEA like that.
That's what the new logo looks like, and that's what their new buildings. And they've already changed, I think, something like 17 or 7. They've changed a few of them, but yeah, that's what they fucking did.
No.
Y'all remember in South Park when they did the whole Soda Sopa, revitalizing
Yes.
a neighborhood and bringing up the next level of restaurants? It's that. It's literally that.
And she said she looks like the bitch from Collective Shout.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like she's the American mold of it. Pretty much. But yeah, I don't understand it. It's like, how dumb can they be? In the sense of every company that has done this, it has not worked. Every company that has done this has recorrected. Why would you allow something like this to happen when everybody that's done it before you, it failed? Why would this is their dumb mentality? Oh, well, it failed. They won't fail us. Said the last 9. Why the fuck do you think you're going to be different? And then, of course, the MAGA people didn't like it. Nobody liked it. Even stupid-ass Gavin Newsom said it was fucking dumb and to change it back. When the douche king of douches doesn't even like it.
Yeah, something's wrong.
Yeah. And that's funny considering California only has one goddamn Cracker Barrel. And it's near fucking Anaheim. The whole fucking state. One goddamn Cracker Barrel. And even he didn't want to change.
We need a weekly segment that just highlights the, this week's, king of douchebags.
Pick and Pippa was pissed.
Dude,
it's horrible.
Arthur clenched his fist.
Right.
Oh, man. Well, with that all said and done, let's take a little bit of a lighthearted break and check out some trailers. We got a mix of, don't switch it yet. We got some mix of movies, and we got some 2 new game ones that I found that look pretty fucking promising. But then again, could suck at her ball sack. You never know. But here we go. Let's get into some trailer. All right. So as always, I still need to edit out. I don't know why the coming soon part did that.
Space.
Yeah. So we've got a few trailers we're going to go after. As always, the links are in the description. So we are giving credit where credit is due, and we are going to pause a few during the different spots just so we don't get dinged. So we are going to actually talk and discuss. The first one we are going up on to tonight is one that I came across. An interesting one that I had not heard anything about it yet. And what got me to look at the trailer is the fact that, of course, it's freaking Willem Dafoe. I've never seen anything that maybe the movie might have sucked, but what Willem Dafoe's part was badass. The man knows how to pick his roles. And this was called The Man in the
Gunfight.
No, it was a firefight.
That's right. Firefight.
I still always said, what is this? Ammonia. They use ammonia. This is fucking useless. This is useless. He loses it. All right, this one's called The Man in My Basement.
Charles, we all been searching our hearts to be kind since your mom died. A man from the bank wants to buy your house and reclaim their debt.
I wasn't expecting to find any of this here.
Keep these close to you.
If I'm honest, I really just need the money.
Mr. Charles Blakey?
Yeah, I'm Blakey.
I have it in mind to rent your basement for a couple of months.
What? Well, I'm sorry, but this house ain't for sale or for rent.
Maybe this is a bad time. Call me if you ever change your heart.
Mr. Bennett, won't anyone be wondering about you?
Does anybody wonder about you, Charles? We all disappear sometimes, right?
Why'd you choose my house?
There's some answers you don't need to know. You seem tense, Mr. Blakey.
Just tell me what you did.
What is that? Are you okay, Charles?
Tell me who you are, and I'll kill you. Why are you here? Why are you here?
Huh.
I don't know
Weird,
what
huh?
to think about that.
Yeah, it's this to me. This is a good trailer in the sense that
It doesn't give.
I
anything
want to
away.
know more. Yeah, it's got me to the like. All right, this can go in so many fucking different directions. Like he could be a guy hiding out from something horrible, or he could be evil, or he could be completely in this guy's mind the whole fucking time, and he's not even there. I mean, I've never read the novels, and I don't think I will because I just want to be surprised with this one. But I love the cinematography. I love the way it looks, like the look, the feel of it. That it's a good done trailer. So I got to hand them that. So yeah, as you can see, it's going to be in theaters, and it's also going to be on Hulu and Disney Plus. So basically, if you have Disney Plus, you already have Hulu because Hulu is about to shit the bed anyway and be absolved into Disney. Yeah, the dictatorship of the mouse is getting bigger. So that's The Man in My Basement, first one. I think it's interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
I don't know if it's going to be a good role for William Dafoe or not. Remains to be seen.
Yeah. Now this next one is a Sky original. If you recognize, that's the guy from Game of Thrones. That was the one that played.
I am Reek.
Well, Reek is what he became, but he
yeah.
was originally, he was when a guy's dinky chopped off.
Isn't this also the guy from John Wick 1 that was the son?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I just can't think of his name of the character from frickin' for some reason Game of Thrones. It's not coming to me right now. And then the guy to the right of him, you'll recognize too, has been in a ton of shit. In fact, right now, he's the lead actor in the new show Nautilus, based off of Nemo. Which actually, if you haven't watched Nautilus is actually pretty damn good.
Based off of what?
The TV show Nautilus is a retelling of the beginning of the days of Captain Nemo and the Nautilus.
Oh.
It's actually really good. Like the way they made the Nautilus look is incredible and very believable for the time period of the technology they would have used. But yeah, this is called Atomic.
So is this British? Because it says Sky original and Sky's
Yes.
UK.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Oh, here we go.
No, please, I don't want to die.
All right, mate.
You're English. Let's go.
You ever hijacked a lorry before?
Once or twice.
How'd you do it?
Stop it. And then get in a cab.
What's inside?
It's uranium.
That's not good.
We got a drug trafficker and a jihadi.
And a Hiroshima-sized bomb.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Max.
I dragged you into it, didn't I?
I spent my whole life trying to stop something like this happening.
They want it. We've got it. This bomb can't let it be used to kill people.
John, what? Go!
No more violence.
Can you do that?
I can do that.
I think it looks good.
I agree.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't know is I
even-
haven't been able to figure out is it if it's a movie or if it's a series.
See, and I'm normally not a big fan of the British style, humor and cinematography. That looked awesome.
No, this I think what makes it work is the way it is done is actually the way they did this trailer and the way it looks more closer to like the way The Wire was done.
Mm-hmm. And
So
now
it's like
Prodigy's
more
going to be
gritty.
stuck in my head for hours.
Oh, you mean Breathe?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the Kalis remix. That was the remix they did for the Waterloo Music Festival in '96. Only reason I know that before it got stolen is I actually had at one time an entire 50 CD case full of every Prodigy alternate recording ever done. And then one party it walked off. Motherfuckers. The Fountain of Youth TV show seems interesting. I hadn't actually heard of that one. I haven't heard anything of that one. Have you guys? I didn't know they were doing one. All right, we will add that to the list. Entity will look at that on the next show, definitely. I'll basically make a note for that. Because I hadn't heard anything of it. All right, so the next one we got is going to be a TV show, and holy shit, did Netflix spend some money on this. The literally cast of actors that are on this are a shit ton of Oscar winners.
Isn't
Like
that the same
Emmy winners,
castle
Oscar
from
winners.
Downton Abbey?
Yeah.
Yes, that is the castle from Downton Abbey.
I was going to say.
So, this is a new one coming to Netflix called The Thursday Murder Club. Your sound's off.
Ah.
Are you a nurse? Bang on target. I'm Elizabeth. Would you take a look at that for me, please?
God.
Tis a lot of blood. Would you care to join us to discuss things further? Who is us? I'm sorry, how
We
rude.
got Helen Mirren, Ben
We're the Thursday
Kingsley,
Murder
Pierce
Club.
Brosnan.
Yeah.
We investigate cold cases. It's a club about murder. Does sound a bit bonkers.
In breaking news,
There's been a murder. An actual murder.
The victim appears to have been bludgeoned to death.
Now we've got a real case to solve, isn't it wonderful? Obviously, R.I.P. and all that.
And how do we catch them?
What we need is a man or a woman on the inside.
Would you like to be investigating the murder?
who do you think you are, the head of MI5?
We better get started.
Yes, intermediate knitting style.
Oh, hold on. Who do you think you are? The beginning, the leader of MI5? Yes, actually, she may be.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
That's hilarious.
That's here in 1 hour.
I still think one of the best characters she ever played was the one in Red.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
Hands down. Red's probably, I don't want to say favorite movies, but it's really high up there. It's great.
Yeah,
I mean, it was the perfect introduction to her character, too. She's all nice and proper on the phone. She's dropping lion acid into a bathtub.
Melt somebody down.
Just with that cheery old voice.
Yep.
That's right now.
He had plenty of enemies.
I'm not worried
Got
about
the
the
guy from
cantankerous old
Lucifer. I mean, geez, look at the side people
Yeah.
that are in it. There's
Yeah.
fucking David Tennant. I forget
Worried
his
about the
name. Another big
cantankerous old-
fucking actor, David Tennant. Now,
Yep.
old farts.
Police work is off limits to anyone who isn't the police.
Plunker.
We're all suspects.
Bugger.
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 Yeah, look at them.
Just, it's huge.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. They
Let's
got
get
a hell
out
of an
there.
ensemble.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you there's more people that are going to pop in per episode that they're not showing.
Probably. Well, I mean, David Tennant's in everything British. And this is clearly British.
Well, yeah, because he's not landlocked into doing Broadchurch anymore.
Yeah.
And find the real killer.
So let's see. Let's read this.
Tom
Yeah.
Ellis, Tennant, Jonathan Price.
Tom Ellis is
Daniel
the guy
Mays.
from Lucifer.
Yeah, Daniel Mays.
Okay, Jonathan Price was the guy that I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
And Henry Lloyd, what? Sorry, my camera's in the way. Henry Lloyd Hughes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jesus.
Yep.
It's a lot of fucking heavy
You are
hitters.
mixed up in dangerous things.
How exciting.
Don't wake the dead.
We need backup. Joyce, Ibrahim, Ron. We need the Thursday Murder Club. If any harm comes to my friends, I will personally be laying a dozen blood-red roses on your coffin.
And it starts in 5 days on Netflix.
Nice.
So it's a movie or a show?
No, it's a show.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The minute I didn't watch the whole trailer, but the minute I just saw them three, I was like, holy shit. Like they spent some money. So according what Entity said, so apparently Fountain of Youth is already out. I wonder what network's on, because yeah, I haven't seen it come across feeds or trailers or anything.
Huh.
All right,
Hey,
so the
Entity,
next
let us know where you're able to see that at.
Yeah, let us know where they're streaming it at, like where the main thing is, because I know sometimes they split it between different things, but yeah, because that's weird. I haven't seen it on any of the new things. So here we go. This is from Gamescom 2025. So little bit of caveat, and don't forget to take the volume off on this one. I mean, put the volume back on, I should say. All right. So a few years ago, prior to Resident Evil Village, there was a demo that was released that scared the living shit out of a lot of people. Do any of you guys remember watching the videos or playing a very short-sighted Resident Evil demo where you were walking through the hallways of a house and there was an entity after you, but you were only stuck in the house?
No, I can't remember that.
I vaguely remember something like that.
Okay. It's one of them, you can't find it anymore. So basically, if you installed it, you're golden, you'll have it forever as long as you don't delete it. But you can't find it anywhere to re-download now, to my knowledge, unless then maybe it might be up on an emulator. Anyway, the graphics on it were really good. It basically gave the people a feel of how good Village was going to look. That, in a sense, is what this is. But now, Resident Evil Requiem is the full immersion, the full game, the full experience. And fuck, does this look amazing.
Man, come on. You have been on that thing all day.
Well, if you're going to work so late.
Get some sleep, eh?
I'm almost done. Just a sec.
It's really coming down hard.
Mom, phone. Mom.
It's right beside you.
Hello?
Miss Ashcroft?
Yes.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude. What the?
They're coming. Grace, we need to go.
Go where? Mom, what's going on?
Hurry.
Wait, who's coming? What's wrong?
Shh. We need to keep our voices down.
This is ridiculous.
Come on.
Tell me what's going on.
Now is not the time. Stay close.
Mom, wait.
Grace, keep moving.
Oh, who's that? Oh, I'm so sorry about the power outage.
What happened?
It's really no excuse, and I apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Don't worry.
I should have it fixed soon. I just need to find my.
Come on in, Grace. Grace, look at me. Grab my hands. Okay, look at me. Look at me. In and out. Breathe in and out. Oh, Grace. I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days. Grace. Please know that you are my hope. Never forget that.
What are you talking about?
Just, I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
Mom, I'm scared.
No. We need to find a way out of here now.
But we don't have any of our stuff.
We can come back for it later, Grace.
So they've showed a few videos of people actually, like them going through some of the actual game mechanics. The majority of the game is from her perspective. So you're seeing her hands, her flashlight. Now, if there's going to be a VR component, I wouldn't be shocked by the way they've designed it. When she goes up and interacts with something, it literally is reminiscent of how you interacted with things in Resident Evil 3 and 2. Like it zones in and highlights and you can move and do the functions of the puzzles. But think about it, instead of being in the third person like the original 3 games were, you're zoomed in on that perspective. But the best part is when you go to a door, it's reminiscent of the very first game where the tunnel of vision zooms in on the door and you slowly opening it and you lose all perspective of all the shit around you. So it draws you into that creepiness. So,
and you don't know what's going to come at you from the side.
Yeah, you have no clue what's going to come on. It's literally going to be one of those games where you're going to want like damn good audio to hear everything coming up behind you, because they definitely, with the technology and everything they put in the game, I would not be shocked, most games have it anyway, if it doesn't have really good spatial audio.
Highly recommend the SteelSeries headsets. I'm a fanboy. Go for it.
Nah, my pick of choice is I've always loved these. The fucking DT990 Pros. But they're a little bit pricey, I ain't gonna lie. And eventually I'll know exactly what they can do because I just picked up a gunner.
Oh.
So it's literally a DAC designed just for gaming. So see how that changes. Yeah, I'm going to change the whole setup in here.
And I'm the cheapy boy wearing the Walmart ons.
Well, like I was telling Shark, as much as I would like the Rodecaster, it's still, when you're using OBS, has issues. Its virtual channels have issues. Every time it does an update, you're re-fucking with shit.
Its issues have issues.
Yeah, and it takes up a large fucking footprint on your desk in your area. So what I'm going with is something just for the microphone and the DAC just for sound. Mainly because I just want a smaller footprint. And I want 2 things that I know no matter if I'm doing this or if I'm doing OBS, are going to work. Everything's going to have its own channel. And that's it. I just wanted to simplify things. Like I told Shark, the best part is what I bought both of those for. I could sell the Roadcaster for easily, and I break even. So, but yeah, Resident Evil looks. I was impressed. This is the first Resident Evil trailer I've seen in a long time that I was just like, okay, I want to see more of this. This recaptures the creepy factor that I think
they've lost.
Yeah, well, I played Village, and Village I thought was good. I played 4 and 4; they were good, but to me, they didn't. There were some jump scare scenes, but the creepiness, I have not had that since the very first Resident Evil, because of course it was a completely new experience. It was unheard of. But the last, run of Resident Evil since then that did that was Code Veronica. And even that was more latent into jump scares. So this, to me, I just think is going to be very good. Now, this next was another game that came out of Gamescom, and this one looks really interesting. This is Neo Berlin 2087. Sound?
There's still no sound.
Did you know that black holes are extremely dense objects with such strong gravitational force that nothing can escape them? Not even light. It was nice meeting you.
Yeah, likewise.
You ever wonder if we're the ones pulling the strings? Or just living inside someone else's dream? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Even if this is a simulation, the pain still feels real.
Neo Berlin, what do I really know about it? She's like you. She needs your help.
I followed every thread, reconstructed memories. None of it fits.
You think you're solving the case. This is so much bigger. What if the case is you?
The world only works with order.
So far,
Without order,
to me, it
chaos.
looks like the story has potential. It looks like the game has potential. The only thing that threw me off on this, and tell me if it's the same with y'all, I don't give a shit to see Max Payne bullet time anymore.
Yeah.
I hope they make it look better in the final. I hope.
It reminds me of Crisis.
I was getting those vibes too. That or some dark noir or not dark noir. What was that old Xbox game? Dark.
Oh, what are you talking about? Neon Dark?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Kinda get those vibes.
It's very it is cyberpunk.
Very cyberpunk.
And that's kind of why I wanted to throw it in, because like I said, I hadn't watched this trailer at all. I was hyped for it because people were talking about a great cyberpunk story and cyberpunk-esque, and it does have that. But now that I'm watching further into the trailer that I didn't see, I'm noticing like there are some things that make it questionable, but there are things that could show great potential. I don't know. The trailer's not really giving you much into the story, then that's kind of what's bogging me. It's like, if it has a great story, I'd play it. That's what keeps me going back to Cyberpunk 2077.
See, Entity.
Entity. Thanks for hopping in, man. Yeah, this one, this is a questionable. Where Requiem is a definite going to play it. This is one of those that I'm going to wait till it fully releases and then kind of get a vibe check on it. For sure.
This one feels like a G2A game.
Yeah. I don't think we need to finish the trailer on this one. I don't think.
Yeah.
It didn't give us enough story 130 in. I doubt the next minute's going to do much of that. All right. So for our final one to react to, Season 2 teaser trailer for Fallout has dropped. And man, I loved the first one. First season was perfect.
It was pretty good.
I'm looking for someone.
Common story around here. Someone you care about or someone you hate?
Oh, what a great question. What say you, Miss McClane?
Why would my dad go to Las Vegas?
You want to know why the world ended? It started here with one man.
It's all over. But
Mr.
Cooper Howard, star of the silver screen. Like yourself, I am the very best at what I do.
But
And what I do is I know everything. I know there's a war coming. The bombs will only be the beginning. My concern is that you would do just about anything to save your family. I think you are actually quite a violent man. You just don't want to kill me yet. Let's get lucky, shall we?
And we finally get a death.
Nice.
Play it. This is funny right here.
I defer to you about what to do in this situation.
Starts hauling ass. Yeah, run. That looks so fucking good.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
I mean, they captured freaking New Vegas fucking flaw. I mean, even hands office to those monitors. Jesus, Hollywood, look at fucking what Amazon is doing with Fallout. That's how you do fan service. That's how you do an IP you have all the shit you need on. Don't write your own stories. Don't write your own bullshit. Play the fucking game and replicate it. End of story.
Yeah, unlike Halo or Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Which is sad because Amazon did Lord of the Rings too. How the hell do you do Fallout perfectly? But Lord of the Rings, where you have so much goddamn everything written for you perfectly, you epically fuck sideways.
Same way you make Severus Snape black.
And Hermione Granger.
Hey,
what
hey,
is it?
hey!
Like,
I'm waiting.
like
I'm waiting to
a
see the
Mexican or something?
pictures. I'm waiting to see the pictures. I want to see when. I want to see if he has a fro.
Snape, Severus Snape.
Well, like
Dumbledore.
Oh God! Well, like they said, what was
Ron
what that
Weasley.
one show brought up is that's going to be really creepy to sit there and see him call Hermione a filthy mudblood. Yeah. Yeah.
No. They're not going to let him do it.
No.
Dude, well, the thing is if you think about it, the entire first season or two, depending however they expand out the first book to 1 or 2 seasons, Snipe is not yet a big player in it, if you think about it.
Yeah.
No.
It's not until the second book does he like start building up.
That's
I just don't understand
Harry
their
actually has
ideology of
class.
casting that guy. It makes no fucking sense. Like everybody that's talked about this before, they're all right in what they say. Snipe is one of the only characters in the entire book that has vivid detail of what he fucking looks like. All the way down to his greasy, sleek, flat black hair.
The only people they talk about more than Snape really is freaking the Weasleys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, describe
Well,
mom and dad.
The Weasleys, and then the only other two characters I can think of is
They describe Sirius Black pretty well.
Well, they Sirius Black, and they also describe Nymphadora pretty intimately.
Nymphadora. Well, I'm thinking, what the hell is his name? The little shithead he had to live with, his cousin.
Oh,
they describe him, and then they describe his grandmother, very vivid details. Especially when
blows up.
She blows up. Yeah.
But
when it comes to the actual people at the school, for the most part, Snipe is the one that there is no questioning what the fuck he looks like.
Yeah, very hawk-nosed and extremely white and
pale white
pasty.
skin, like death. It's pasty death itself.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Alan Rickman did it
quite well.
Justice.
No, he did. I cannot think of any actor at the time when they picked him that did it that could have done it better than him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are there actors now? Yeah, I can think of a few that would actually fit that. Like, you want an actor that would have made a damn good Snipe, and all you would have had to do was dye his hair black? Eddie Redmayne.
Hell, I think Cumberbatch could probably pull it off.
Nah, too tall, and he actually, if you don't think about it, does not fit that.
He's gaunt. He can be very pasty. He's kind of got a hawk nose.
He's too old.
He's got to change the hair.
He's too old now. I think Eddie Redmayne would be perfect. You know who that is, right?
Hold on. I think I do, but I'm going to double check.
Bring him up, Eddie Redmayne. He's the one that played Stephen Hawking's in the movie about Stephen Hawking's.
Oh yeah. He's already done. He was already in Potter. Fantastic Beasts. He plays the main character from Fantastic Beasts.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot he did that character. I forgot that is him. Ooh.
I did not enjoy Fantastic Beasts.
I like the first one a lot more than I like the second one.
First one was good.
Then again, I couldn't give less of a shit about the creatures, like the animals.
No,
in Harry Potter.
The second and the third one would have been better if they had not fucking canceled Depp for bullshit. What ruined that was they had to recorrect the course that they were going to take in the whole direction of it. I mean, to sit there and change your main bad guy, mid-ship is not ever a bright fucking idea.
So how do you figure Cumberbatch is too old?
Okay, think about the description of Snipe and think about Cumberbatch. Do you know how tall? Do you know how tall? No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see Cumberbatch doing it.
Are you getting the old part from when he was doing Doctor Strange? How they made him look older?
Well, no. I'm talking in the fact of you're looking at the age of what Snipe is supposed to be at the beginning of the books to now. Also, the way Benedict Cumberbatch looks now, he is more puffier in the face than he used to be. He's gained more weight. He's not the way he was when he first played Strange the very first time.
Well, I mean, so Snape was supposed to be like 6 foot tall. He was supposed to be mid to late 30s?
Hold on.
Okay, so hear me out. We get Alan Rickman to play the role again.
Alan Rickman stars as the Crypt Keeper.
No,
you know who they
back with AI.
Know who the fans have literally, when they showed the photo of the guy that is playing him, picked to play who they said should play Snipe, and they're right because I just looked it up. Adam Driver.
Oh hell yes! Hell yes!
Yeah.
Hell yes!
And the other one they were picking was Barry Coogan. Barry Coogan was fuck, what has he been in? What was that movie recently where the guy goes and spends the time with a rich family, ends up taking up all their shit and wiping them out?
Barry Coogan. Huh. Only thing I see is Wheelman.
Hold on. Here. That's what he looks like.
No, Adam Driver would have been better.
No, Driver would be the better pick. Because Driver is lanky.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't understand why they went that. Like they did a list of the 10 actors who should play. This one did a 10 actors. Oh man, that would be perfect if he was younger.
Who?
Hugh Loring. House. You get the condescending attitude perfectly. So they picked Kit Harington, aka Jon Snow. I don't see that one.
No.
Jamie Bell, I don't see either. He doesn't fit that.
Kit Harington's got too much of a pretty boy face for the role.
Max Irons, that actually would be a good one. And think about him. All right, I'm going to share this list so we can kind of go down it because I think this is kind of an interesting one.
Max
All right,
Irons.
so this is
maybe?
Max Irons.
Yeah.
So you have Max Irons. This was the one I skipped. Theo James, I don't see. And I don't see
No.
Jamie Bell.
No.
Nah.
In fact, Jamie Bell.
Actually, you know what?
Jamie Bell looks more like he would be a better pick for the flashbacks of Harry's dad.
No, hold on now. No, you know what? I change a couple of things. Imagine him with black, greasy hair, but they'd have to age him a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's got the right facial structure for it. Way
This
more
guy-
than
this
Kit.
guy does not.
No.
Irons is
Meh. That's a maybe.
Kind of work. Hugh Loring, if he was younger, would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Especially considering that most people in America can't realize he's British. He does not talk like House.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Oh, he was in Peaky Blinders and The Crown. Jonathan Bailey.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Matt Smith. No.
Matt Smith.
No. No Matt Smith just because he's been too damn overdone. Tom Huddleston. Yeah, I could see Huddleston doing it. Maybe.
Yeah. Because
I still
Hiddleston,
like Driver better.
I remember Hiddleston. He did that one show where he was not a serial killer, but he was close to it. And the way they grimed him up, I could see it. But no, Driver is literally, even the way he looks right there is fucking perfect.
That's exactly right there. Make the hair a little bit longer and make him a little dirtier looking, and it's perfect.
And as an actor, I don't see why he would say if they had offered it to him. I doubt he would have said no.
Yeah, especially with the what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, right now they're already filming. They showed a scene with Nick Frost walking the kid that plays Harry Potter through London traffic, which I'm still trying to figure out how they did that. They must have Nick Frost in some serious fucking he must have gotten some serious practice on either stilts or they built some type of rig because they boosted his height big time. So, and you could tell it was that because it wasn't like you're watching a camera trick of him staying next to the kid and how they can make him look bigger. No, this was him from a distance. Like this was a fan filming it. And when a British cab pulls in front of him, he goes like this, like he is towering over that fucking cab. Which I can kind of see Nick Frost as Hagrid.
Yeah,
Nick Frost is actually a better I have seen him in things where it wasn't a comedy routine, and he is a damn good actor when he does not want to do comedy, he can do it. The one I'm worried about is, are they going to have to recast Dumbledore halfway through doing this? because they're really booking on the fact that it's going to take 9 years to film all the scenes they need with Dumbledore in it. And John Lithgow's already way up in age. Yeah. How old is Lithgow now? He's in his 80s.
Lithgow is 80 years old.
Yeah.
Dang.
So that means by
79.
the time he would have to last to 90 to finish everything that he needs to be in
What
for
is
this
it that
series.
Ryan Reynolds keeps saying? Till you're 90.
Yeah.
Well, let's not forget
that's for Disney. This isn't Disney.
Maybe this is going to be the new curse, the curse of Dumbledore. That if you start off playing Dumbledore, you're going to die before Dumbledore's done.
However, though, where it is said, I do think Lithgow will do an amazing job. Lithgow is one of those actors that does not take roles he knows he can't do.
Yeah,
he knows his wheelhouse. He knows how to do what he does. But some of the others, yeah, the Snipe one is just out of all of them, I don't like any of them but Snipe. Snipe, yeah, just why? Why?
What was the purpose of race bending him?
Because they had to race bend one of the major.
No, they don't. They don't.
But they don't. But they think they need to. You got to really realize they still haven't realized that this pandering shit doesn't fucking work. It doesn't pay out. I mean, even Disney now is on the heels of trying to figure out how can we create a new IP to get Gen Z males back. It's like, you told them they were douches for their entire lives. You think you're going to get them back? No. Yeah. That's why I laughed when everybody started going in on, we got to pander to the T out of LGBT. It's like, you're pandering to a crowd to make money because you're in a business of making money, but you pick a crowd that doesn't even make up more than 2% of the entire population. The math don't add on that. If you segregate 90% and only keep maybe 10, that's not going to make the money that if you had done it wisely and smart and could have catered to that too and still kept the 98. So I'm saying these people don't think they're idiots. They live in this little bubble and think that everybody needs to agree with them because they think they are right. And look how many IPs are destroyed. Look how many IPs are in the shitter right now. Look how many things are in overload. Shout out to anybody watching and shout out to you two guys in the panel to watch. There is a documentary. I'll shoot it in the Discord. I can't remember if it was the YouTube documentary Moon that did it, or if it was internet. One of the other guys I followed. I've featured either one of them on the Content Creator before. Did an entire breakdown of Disney adults. But not only does it go into Disney adults, it goes into how the ideology of catering to them warped the perception of why Marvel and all these movies are all flashy gimmick with no substance now. And how over all the years it's altering the course of our brain chemistry of this overfeeding of dopamine and things, of why things don't hit the same anymore. And I'd never put all of what he talks about in the documentary together like as a whole. I knew about all the little fractured parts, but the way he wraps it together, even I had to watch a second time sitting there going, that is scary and makes a lot of fucking sense now. But it all starts with Disney adults and how they've catered the parks more to the adults than the kids now. I mean, Jesus Christ, they pump fucking pheromones into each section and certain smells that build nostalgia in the back of your brain.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude,
dude, the colored palettes they pick for everything, the layouts, like the
science
God,
put into it.
That is
like it's insane.
Dude, that is
huge.
Which is why it's funny that so many people that go to Disney, either you get one of two reactions. You either are having fun and blown away and you want to go back, or you're bored off your ass and you want to get out of there. There's no middle ground. If you think about it, think about everybody you met that's ever gone. There's no middle ground. The only park that people either enjoy or hate solely off of the park itself is Epcot Center. Because if you love world culture and you want to try food and you want to do the whole get an experience of different areas of the world without having to travel the world, that's what Epcot's there for.
Yeah,
It's
but they've
learning
even
experience.
like Disney started like trying to curtail that because the whole drink around the world thing, and now Disney's like, no, you're not allowed to do that.
Well, yeah, because they didn't realize you drink around the world with ratchet people, bad shit happen. Carnival's finding that out the hard way.
Hey, no,
No,
they
had a
put
full-on
a stop to
brawl
that
and
shit
they ran
real
out of
quick.
tiki tendies.
Yeah,
Dude, that
they
was
put a stop to
hilarious.
that shit quick.
That needed to be the next reality TV show. Just put 24/7 live stream cameras on it. It's the next Big Brother.
What, the cruise ship?
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. If I went on a cruise and I saw the crowd that video had, like all covering the entire top, I'd literally walk to and be like, leave
Let
me
me
at the next
off.
fucking port and give me my motherfucking money back. It's like, I don't live in those area towns, and there's a goddamn reason why. It's like half these motherfuckers that are on this boat don't want to live in those area town anymore. It's like, my God, when I watch those videos, that is just... But you got to remember, it's everybody else's problem. It's systemic. Yeah, all over chicky tendies. let's rethink about this. They riot and fight each other over the last fried chicky tendy on a cruise. We're not talking like Raising Cane level chicken tendies. We ain't
Not the
talking
Chicky
Grady's
Nuts,
barbecue.
dude.
This is one step above your fucking day
Tyson
old
home.
shit that was at your cafeteria in middle school.
Right?
It's like the last hot dog left on the 7-Eleven roller.
Oh, shit, that's already half hardened on one side.
7-Eleven sushi.
God.
That tornado that's there that's been half eaten by a homeless guy that put
Right.
it back.
Oh man, yeah, that's just. I had seen a few of the fight videos or the music videos, but the last few ones that have come forward, like the ones leading up to that fight, I'm just like, my God. And the people I feel worse for, the people working on the boat, they're having to deal with those shit bags. And a good 50% of them are arrogant, rude ass shit bags.
Oh, and what's even better, though, is when you start thinking about the poor people who are working on those ships, and whenever you do your prepaid gratuities through Carnival, how much each of them are actually getting, it's kind of sad. It really is kind of sad.
I love all the people bullshit, talking shit about the security. Where's security? Why did he leave? It's like, because he saw that many people and he was by himself, said, I don't get paid for this shit.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
not
really,
like
hey, Carnival, I got an idea for you. If they're going to act all ratchet and brutal, go ratchet and brutal. So the next time a fight happens, you break it up, you grab the fucker that started the fight, and guess what? Woo! Splat.
No, they can't.
You do that to two of them. Let's see how many of them want to fucking continue that shit. No
You drop 'em
jail,
off at
no free
no.
meals for life, right off in the drink. You go right back to the old, and I'm about to say it. You treat it back to the days of the East India Trading Company.
Old Bootstrap Bill.
Yep. You want to throw a mutiny, Davy Jones is waiting for you.
No,
I
they'll never
doubt
do
any
that.
of the reoccurring customers you're losing are going to give a fuck. They'll probably applaud it.
Oh, that'll never happen. Even though it's international waters.
For those of you that do not know, that means there's limited of what they can do to you until you get to the next port. And even then, oh,
Just ask Bin Laden.
all right, guys. So what's up next for you guys?
Copperhead 10.
Yep, Copperhead 10. In a few days, out to New Mexico. Gonna die in
Yep.
the altitude and heat. It's gonna be a great time.
The altitude's not so bad over there.
All right. Up until the event, what are y'all looking forward to of anything y'all seen coming out before then? Because that gives y'all about 7 days. So
No.
I'm
I'm
excited
leaving
about-
Thursday.
Yeah, so
but you know what I'm saying? I'm talking like we've got almost another week. There are a few things game-wise and stuff coming down the pipe. Anything you're looking forward to that is coming out that you get to try before you take off?
No, not really.
I mean, we talked about it earlier here. I mean, I want to go fight the danger needle that happens to be sentient in Squadron 42. Or not Squadron 42, but Star Citizen.
Hey,
Yeah, I want to jump on that bitch like it's a bull.
I need a couple of people to go with me because honestly, I've tried running them. I've gotten a couple of the missions done, but doing it solo is really difficult.
Well, Walrus, are you talking about doing the labs we just showed, or are you talking about hunting the Valakar?
Probably both. But yeah,
Because
mainly the one
the big worm is the Valakar.
Yeah.
And that you need an org to handle. You cannot take it down with at least you need a minimum of about 10 people.
Yeah.
So the one that we saw in the
that's the labs.
That's
video,
a baby. The
Yeah.
big Valakar is literally the size of one in Dune.
That's why I called it a sentient danger noodle.
Oh. No, in the labs you have one that size, and then you have a few of the little ones that roam around in the lower levels.
Yeah.
Just set up.
And then you also have some type of fucking hound type thing too.
I haven't run across those yet.
Those, I think it's the final mission before you get to the gravity well room, from what I understand. Now the armor looks fucking sick.
The black armor with the red triangle.
Let me bring that up real quick.
But yeah, sure. Just message me and Moon, and we got your back.
Okay, so this.
Oh, there's another update.
For what?
For Star Citizen.
What'd you find?
It's just pushing an update right now. It's a hot patch. It's a hot
patch.
Yeah.
It's probably for the fucking elevators.
Maybe.
So this is the new armor. Everybody, like, there's multiple variants, but this is the Stealth Geist armor.
Yes, I'm trying to get some.
And the only way you could get this set of armor is in the laboratory missions. Certain rooms have 3 red boxes, and each red box is going to contain a piece of the armor. The other way you can get it is, let me see here. Share this one so we're not out. So you've got the other, there's the full Geist by the stealth type. And then if you turn everything in, I already have this one because that's special.
That's a WikiLoo turn in, right?
Cool.
No. That's not a WikiLoo. That's that was given to anybody that's concierge.
Ah.
Now the WikiLoo is this one right here, the snow.
Oh, okay.
So these can be picked up randomly in the labs by security guards. This one is, I think you can earn it in game. I just don't know how, but for everybody else, it was a subscriber type thing. This is the stealth one that is going to be hidden in all the boxes. And this one you can get by turning in favors to WikiLoo.
Wait, is that? I'm sorry. It's like, let me put it over here where I can actually see the screen. Oh, okay. So what is up with the black and gold hooded one that I got as a? It looks like the.
Was it a Geistman or was it a different type of armor?
No, it's a different type of armor.
Okay. I know the one you're talking
Hurston,
about.
I want to say it's the Hurston style.
It's if I could fucking type. Okay, you're talking about
the Venture?
No. It's not the Venture. It is
this one. Hold on, I found it. I need to screen share. This one. This armor.
okay. On the back, did it have like a golden an emblem?
I can't remember.
Hold on real quick.
But yeah, it's this is the armor. Because I have the like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't get that.
I
gifted you that.
Is that how I got it?
That emblem on the back is the Concierge Club.
Yep. That's why it's on the hat that I've got.
Yeah. I got 2 of those. I gifted you one of them.
I didn't know because it just showed up in my stuff. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I shot it over to you. I just forgot to tell you about it. That's why I was trying to wonder. That's why I knew it was mine, because the minute that emblem right there in the diamond, that's Concierge. So anytime you see anything in a store that has that and it won't allow you to buy it, that's why, because it's locked to Concierge people. Normally it will become available down the line, but anything in the gold is never basically buyable to anybody outside of Concierge. Unless you like actually hit Concierge yourself, or
I'm still a little bit away from
or
that.
you're an Imperatus subscriber. Kind of like if you're looking at that picture, I have the one where you're looking at the emblem, go all the way left to the one with the horns and everything. I have 2 sets of that armor too.
Oh yeah,
the Reddit one, the Banu Ana.
Yeah. Oh, now what's really
I
interesting?
I almost won Diggs fashion contest with that one.
Do you remember the one that we kept wanting to get for the longest time, and I kept getting in and showed you where it was, the Darth Vader one?
Yeah, the Vader helmet.
I got me one. Another one.
Another one?
Mm-hmm.
See, what I want is I want this one right here. This is my favorite helmet in the entire damn game, but it is not buyed or sold. That is the Calva. The Calva was only sold with the Sabine flight suit if you bought the Mantis when it was in concept.
Oh.
And that is the only way it'll ever be. And right now, considering you can get a Mantis for, one something in the store, because of that goddamn helmet in the gray market, it's $400 fucking, and I ain't paying $300 for a fucking helmet.
It's really interesting. We were talking the other day about how, like,
I still want my Raven, but I ain't gonna pay the price they want on that either.
Well, what was
the
it?
Raven's still the sexiest ship.
We were talking the other day how, these are on eBay, right, for like $80.
Oh yeah,
right. And I have an extra one hanging around, but this little booger on my back wall right here, this little patch.
Yeah.
Guess what you cannot find anywhere on the internet? Anywhere. That fucking patch. I've went looking. It is nowhere.
So you get to set market price.
I do. Well, I'm keeping the shit.
You can't tell me that ain't a sexy ship.
It is.
That is the Saber Raven. It is not earnable. It is not buyable. The only way you get one of those ships is through 2 means. A few years ago, Star Citizen did a sponsored event with an Intel SSD. It came with a code to get that ship. The ships are account locked, so you cannot transfer them to somebody. The only way you get one is if you get one of those codes that was never used, or you're at a tech show and you run into somebody at an Intel booth who somehow has one still, which has happened. Now, the gray market, there are people that have those unused codes, and you can buy one and get it locked to your account. You want to know how much that code goes for on the gray market?
Shit, at least $1,000.
$2,000. It's the rarest ship. It is the second rarest ship in the entire game. The first rarest ship is a MK1 17CA Hornet. And the reason it is the rarest ship in the game is they only made one of them, and it was given to an original backer, and it is landlocked to his count that his son flies because they gave it to him because they found out he was dying of cancer. And the ship bears his name on the side of it.
Wow.
Yeah. That is actually the rarest ship to my knowledge in Star Citizen. But the Raven is second, because the Raven is second, and the third is there's a It's either a Hornet or a Mustang that bears the AMD logos, because the same thing they did with Intel, they did it with AMD, and the AMD came with a code for an AMD themed ship. But the AMD ones don't sell for much because they really, honestly, sadly, the way the Raven looks compared to the AMD, it was like I know a few people that have them, they never fly them because even they're like, don't look that good. I got prettier ships, is how they put it. Like a Demon, I think, has one. His comment was, I haven't, I never fly it. I have prettier ships.
That's funny.
But yeah, I was telling the Shark, I think my next thing is I am going to try to get an Idris. Just because with bed logging and the way the medical beds are going to work now and everything, we could put every ship and everything we need inside that thing and never have to dock. It is a mobile it is a mobile base in a fortress.
Yep. You gonna get the military version?
Oh yeah. That's what pissed me off with the one that I had is we didn't have I wanted to see that fucking laser fire off.
Yep.
I've only watched videos of it. I want to be on the deck and watch the thing go burn and burn a hole something.
And that's another update that they've done, right? Is whenever you're firing weapons now, at least a few ships that I've been in, like you actually get the like if it's got a heavy weapon, you're actually hearing it and feeling it now.
Oh, dude, the
You
first
get
they
that
did it.
A10 pushing you back.
Yeah.
Well, the first one they did that on was the Polaris.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't on the guns. It's if you fired the fucking torpedoes, if you were on the captain's seat, it would literally do when it launched them. But then again, those are torpedoes that are literally the size of the very first space dildo you had. So,
yep.
I mean, they ain't small torpedoes. The fuckers are huge.
What the hell is that one? That
What?
looks like power. Okay, so I'm in game right now. And there's a guy who looks like he's in power armor.
That's cool.
I don't know if I can share. Hold on. Let me see if I can add this so you can see it.
You should be able to. You should be able to do screen share and then pick a monitor. Now, are you talking like power armor as in like one of the Atlas mechs
there we go.
guns?
This guy right here.
Yeah, it does look like power armor.
That looks like effing power armor.
I have that. That's the fuck, what do they call that? So what that is basically, hold on, his legs and his torso are an ORC armor. The arms he has are a different one, and then the helmet is just a specific helmet that you can get through the subscriber store.
Okay,
And
well,
you
I mean,
can't
I've
find it
got
in the
a
verse,
version of
but
that
you can
helmet.
find it in the verse. Yeah, you can find it in the verse, but in the colors he has it, it's only like certain events that I've ever seen the gold, his coloration come.
Yeah, but I haven't seen those shoulder pads.
No, those shoulder pads are from a different set of armor. I just can't remember. If I'm not mistaken, the arms that he has with those shoulder pads are the ones that come on the armor set that normally wears the Vader mask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So basically, he's wearing medium bottom, medium top, heavy arms, and a heavy helmet. He's doing like I do. He doesn't wear a full set. He's mixed matching. Because right now, the way ballistics work, it's like, might as well look good. You're going to die either way if you get hit enough. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, and it's not like it's all going away or anything.
Yeah.
Like you keep it all, so.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, I think it's a good point to hop off for the evening.
Yep.
I agree.
We did a nice, good 2-hour show, 2.5-hour show. I want to thank everybody for watching. Again, everything we've used, you can see it in the descriptions. We also have all of our socials on the description. Like I said, we do now have a public-facing Discord, so feel free to hop on in and join it. Just follow the rules that are in it. They're very simple. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. If you got any ideas or anything you want to see us discuss, we will see you on 2 weeks. The gentleman here will have some stories to tell because that'll be at the first weekend after their event. Right?
Might still have some marks.
Yeah, might still have some
I'm
marks.
gonna earn me some kill confirmed. Best you believe.
And hopefully at that next show, we might have a special guest, or we might be able to see 8-Ball, or our friend Hunter might join us. Who knows? We'll see how it plays out. Hopefully we can get our special guest on here and do a full Star Citizen, and maybe throw on some shows and stuff to hop on to react on to get his take on it. Because I will hand it this way. He is one funny motherfucker. So, but anyway, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure having you on. Been great seeing you. And everybody out there, take care. Be good to yourselves. And we will see y'all in 2 weeks.